This is a Ben Frank Connection presentation.
What is going on, everybody? We are live on multiple platforms tonight. We're going to try it out, see how it goes. Let me adjust the camera. We're on Facebook, over on the ABJ page. Just search ABJ on Facebook. It'll be there. We're also on YouTube, which we're at 900, and then someone subscribed and then unsubscribed and then unsubscribed again, so we're back at 399. So hopefully we we get that 900 back. We're on Twitch, and we're also good over on X, and X is not a dirty site. I mean, it can be, but it's mostly it's the rebranded Twitter. People refuse to call it that. I don't know, it's a big deal. But we are here, we're hanging out. Before we get anything into it, we did not go live Sunday, obviously, for Tornado Tag because of the Super Bowl, and we thought that would be silly to try to compete with the Super Bowl. So we pushed it back to next week. So if you haven't had a chance to watch WrestleMania 5, you still got time, and we'll talk about the Mega Powers exploding, WrestleMania 5, and all things that happened that event that night. 5 questions with ABJ just dropped today with Jeff Christian. Did some commentary with him at a few places at AXW Outbreak. Go check that one out. Dropping tonight at midnight. Half of the one member of the Lost Boys, Eighth and Promise, and then on Thursday, Jorge Guapo interview drops, and then on Saturday, Mr. James interview drops. So we're flying through these interviews, getting caught up, merchandise wise, just to kind of get the housekeeping out of the way, to get the stuff in the beginning going. If you want to support the podcast, we got some new merchandise coming out. If you want to support the new pay-per-views, we have the Elimination Chamber, we got Revolution, we got Mania, and then obviously if you like the Monday Night Raw streams, we got the Raw logo as well as the WWE logo. So we got all that covered. Huge thank you to Lily for the logos, as well as the Raw one and the WWE one was done by Hunter. So the logo is by Hunter and Witchcraft by Lily for all that stuff. Pretty much all I got. We're gonna have some guests come in hopefully tonight as the night goes. No one typed in the chat. They said what's up during the opening screen, but didn't say anything to me so far yet. So let's get that chat going, people. Gonna feed off you guys today. Today was a little bit of a rough one, but we'll get through it. So we'll be here for Monday Night Raw tonight. We'll be here for NXT on time. We're gonna be on time for a little bit. So here's just, I'm being full transparent to the handful that are watching right now. The job got to me today. I'm not gonna lie, the job got to me. I walked out. It was just too much in the body, man. And then every day I went there, it seemed like I was just always given the really, really heavy stuff and the harder work and that stuff. And I just mentally and physically, I just couldn't do it no more. So I left. So I am currently unemployed. We are looking for work. So I will be here more streaming because I have the time to do it. And if I can stream, why not get opportunities to get more eyes on the product? But when a job comes, I'm going to take anything I can get at this point. So if I have to go night shift, I have to go later in the evening. These live streams could come to an end just because I don't have time to record them as often. So we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We're not singing the farewell songs or anything yet. I'm just being open and honest with you guys. It's kind of where I'm at right now. So it's been a shit day, you know. Sometimes your days are good, sometimes they're bad. Sometimes they're like this.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
That's how it is. That's how my life feels. I completely ripped that off of our boy, Devin, the Tribal Chief. He has all these cool clips. So maybe I'll throw some funny clips in there like that. Just things how I feel going on in my life. But I have a whole bunch of, if you have some funny idea ones, shoot them over to me in the Discord or social media and give me some ideas, and we'll use them. We'll definitely use them. So, yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I don't know the card tonight for Raw, but we have a couple more minutes before it goes live here. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to go get through this when it comes to the the WWE side of things, they've made me lose a lot of interest in Raw and their product right now. We'll talk about it more as it goes, but I feel like if I repeat it now with only like 2 or 3 people, if people join later, that's going to be a different topic of conversation, and I don't want to say it 15 times. But yeah, so what we got? Reed versus Lashley qualifying match for Elimination Chamber. Okay, yeah. So I think I missed Raw, or I didn't watch SmackDown. I forget it. We didn't watch SmackDown because we did the J Cup. The J Cup was a blast. I had so much fun watching that. I definitely want to do that more. I know it won't be a thing where it's like, you should go up against Raw or SmackDown, but there might be a night where I'm saying, you know what? I'm skipping Raw. I'm skipping SmackDown, skip AEW, and I'm going to go on Fight TV and go watch an old House of Glory show, or I'm going to go watch maybe a fan picked or independent show. It's kind of what I might do sometimes, because the TV wrestling, man, I feel like even if you miss the entire month and the pay-per-view comes, they're going to catch you up on all of it. And it's like, I don't know if I need to do all that anymore, you know? NXT, maybe Tuesdays we pick up a random indie promotion you've never seen to see how it goes. Yeah, I'm really having a hard time like getting into the character of like the main titles and the people who like. There's some fun under stories, but it's yeah, I'm not really. NXT's not really grabbing me, so we'll see. I don't know. We'll figure out how it goes. I'm also doing these watch alongs. I want to get watch hours and possibly grow out there. And unfortunately, I think if it's like, do you watch Raw and possibly get new eyes, or do you watch a random independent show that's not even live at the time? I feel like the growth's going to be really hard. It's the content I want to do, and it's the content I would love to push more, but it's also I have to kind of chase the content of what people care about. So I'm kind of becoming a victim to the system, I guess you can say, but I don't know. We'll figure something out. I want to get to the point where people are just like, yo, we trust your judgment. Here's 300 people and we can stream and have fun regardless of what we're watching. But we'll see how it goes. But how was everybody else's day? Anyone do anything fun? Anything interesting? Any new news? Any come across anything fun? I slept most of the day. I just needed to mentally recharge and get my head straight for tonight, because for a moment there I was like, man, I might skip tonight, but I was like, no, I can't do it. I need to be here. It's kind of like that attitude where it's like every chance you don't stream, it could be the opportunity you miss to be seen. And I'm grasping at straw, so I need all the opportunities I can get, you know? So we'll see how it goes. But we got 1 person over on X watching, 2 on YouTube, and 1 on Twitch. So that's kind of cool. So we got 4 people total. That's exciting. We'll see how it goes though. It's gonna have some fun. Boom's rocking a flannel now. I don't know if you noticed that. He's blocking half the light back there next to the title. But he's rocking a red flannel. So Boom's rocking this Cactus Jack. He looks good. He looks sharp. The guy's killing it back there. It looks like he has Mr. Socko on his hand too, because he has white paws. He's double Sockoed up. He's sleeping like a baby. Look at him back there chilling on the AEW title, snoozing on it. There it is. Steven says bang bang. Are people still in the lounge? What the hell are they doing? Yo, jabronis. What are you doing? Well, I'm live on YouTube. Get out of the Discord. See, you gotta get crazy on these people. You know what I mean? I'm live. I'm trying to get my viewers up, and they're in Discord. What the hell is that? Banning the Discord when I'm live. My half my community's in there partying it up. Bunch of jabronis. I'll fight them. I'm gonna fight them all. What the hell's wrong with them? I know they're all in the lounge. Lily, Parm. I mean, Kai's doing double duty, but they're all hanging out in there. I had to go in there and chase them out. Get the broom out. Chase them out with the broom. Kai's doing, as I said, Kai's doing double duty, but Jesus, you're on all platforms. I appreciate that. That's where I'm getting my 1 viewer everywhere. Since you, I'll take it. But yeah, so we have what was it? Elimination Chamber qualifying match, Reed versus Lashley. Reed? Who the fuck's Reed? Dude, I'm not even joking. Like I can't even think of who Reed would be. It's been a crazy day. Bronson Reed. Oh, did he finally call up and go to a place? I don't feel as bad not knowing that now. Is he officially signed to Raw? Is that the deal? Are they doing a thing again where there's a brand split, but when it comes to Elimination Chamber, anybody can go for the title? I love that when it gets to pay-per-views and they've been burying the entire roster at the sake of 3 people for 6 months, and they're like, "Oh shit, we made everyone look like jokes. Let's hurry up and cross promote shows so we can get people on Raw and SmackDown that we didn't bury on this show yet, and try to put together a pay-per-view." I don't see anything. Oh, Bronson Reed. Yeah, Bronson Reed. Why the hell did I'm used to calling him Jonah. Yeah, who was I thinking? Bronson Reed and Bronson, the fucking NXT dude. Braun Breaker. Not even close. Sorry, I had a little medication before we started today. I'm terrible. Oh man. Bronson Reed, Liv Morgan versus Zoe Starks in a qualifying match. LA Knight versus Ivar. So there you go. There's a SmackDown guy. I think they're both SmackDown, aren't they? Isn't Ivar also SmackDown? I don't know. Yeah. And then R-Truth will go one-on-one with JD McDonough tonight. Jey Uso joins forces with the New Day in a 6-man tag to go against Imperium. And I think that's all I got. All right. Raw starting. Where's my unmute button? Bronson Reed, I thought was Braun Breaker. I'm killing it tonight. The Twitter side buffers like crazy. Don't tell me that. What am I using right now? Am I in Google? I'm definitely on Google Chrome. I don't think I can go look either to see if it's bad. Hold on, let me see. I get so stressed out streaming. I'm going to be honest with you. It's like I know it's not your fault for telling me, but you're trying to look out for me. But I'm like, I don't know how to fix it. And if I don't know how to fix it, it freaks me out. It's running fine on my end. I don't know. Works fine on YouTube. That's what it works. Ivan is on Raw. Okay. Tantalizing Mick. Unbelievable. What's going on, Mick? I like the Mick name. The first one, not too cool. That's kind of lame. I think you're cooler than being tantalizing. Shots fired. Someone's running back. What's up? What is up with Kofi rocking like the same exact gear that looks like the Australian dude? Like he's just wearing like really long shorts and sneakers. It looks like they're wearing like the same gear. New Day was always about rocking cool gear, and like Xavier's still doing it. He's looking like the Green Ranger. You know what I mean? He looks cool. And then Xavier's just kind of wearing basketball shorts. Ooh, so everyone's gonna do this now. Main event, Jey Uso going for that IC title that never gets even on the pay-per-views, let alone main event status. That'll show him. All right, Pat, I love you, but if you get on the commentary table every single time, it diminishes it a little bit. it doesn't make it as cool and organic, you know? It's too much. Love you though, Pat, for the brand. Elimination Chamber in Perth. Has anyone qualified and made it in yet? So I feel like I would like to see Bronson qualify in, but they'll probably go Lashley. But LA Knight will qualify. He'll be in the chamber. Liv Morgan just came back, so she's beaten Zoe Starks. That is a terrible photo of Zoe Starks to use. That does not do her any justice. Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. That looks like a Mortal Kombat versus Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura fight. When he did it with Shinsuke, I loved it. Yeah, it was cool when he did it with Shinsuke, but like now that you're so like Pat McAfee was kind of like the Roman Reigns of commentary, right? So like he shows up when it's important and support shows up when it's a special. And if you get up top of the table for one guy, it's cool. But then if you start doing it for like four other guys, and you're the commentary guy who just gets on the table all the time. You know what I mean? You gotta pick and choose when to go hard in the paint. Because it's gonna be like, oh, Pat McAfee is gonna always get on the table now for Jey Uso, and then it's just kind of like, now you've made that your bit. You're the Jey Uso guy. We might have some guests joining tonight. I did have an open invitation out to Parm of the Opinion City podcast, as well as Devin the Tribal Chief. I'm not sure exactly when they're showing up, but they might pop in at some point here tonight. We'll see how it goes. Tantalizing Mick says, I saw you today on Instagram Live. I was on. I did. I came in and he goes, Anthony's here. Anthony, my boy Anthony. I love Anthony. Everyone go support the Anthony Grace podcast. And I was like, it's ABJ Mick. I'm ABJ. And then he goes, oh, ABJ, I like him too. He's all right. He's a good guy. You can subscribe or whatever you want to do. It was awesome. It was great. I love you, Mick. I appreciate you. But he gave me this whole intro because he thought I was Anthony. Oh, why am I yawning? I slept all day. But he gave me this dope intro. He's like, Anthony Graves podcast. He can't say Lanetti, though. I can't really even say it. And he's like, make sure you go check out his new channel. He's doing all this good work. And then I was like, I'm ABJ. And he's like, oh, yeah, guys, all right. That was really funny. I'm trying to see what's on his shorts. And I can't tell. I don't know. We'll figure it out someday. So how was everyone's day? Did everyone do anything fun? Anything interesting? He's from Hamburg, Pennsylvania. That ain't right. Down since day one-ish. Well, we'll hear from Becky Lynch tonight. You're going postal, or you went postal? You went postal because you're a postman. Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Have you ever I'll ask him if he ever joins in. That's a question for that. Remind me to ask you a question about your postal job. I hope I remember by the time you come in, if you do come in tonight. It's an interesting question. Either you're not going to answer it honestly, though. You're going to be like, no, never. And even if it did happen, I don't think you'd say, but It's a love-hate relationship. Here comes the ring general, Gunther. Are we actually gonna they're gonna let these guys touch before they get their Intercontinental title match? I was about to say that's WWE's not gonna let them actually touch each other before the pay-per-view. Are you crazy? And as I said, are they actually gonna let them wrestle? Gunther immediately tags out, and it doesn't happen. Now he'll tag in because it's a one-on-one, and he's the bad guy, so he's gonna stomp a couple shots into Uso. Bang, lay them in, and then Uso gets the hell out of it, and then he tags back out. Maybe they'll touch a little bit on the on the hot tag, if there's like a hot tag and they have to go in and clear house. I love my job. I hate the way they run the postal service. I feel like I like obviously we need the postal service, right? It's an important thing to have. But I feel like most companies now are just like delivering things through UPS and FedEx and everything else. And most bills are going electronic. Like I feel like it's only a matter of time before they're like the post office has to like revert and figure out a new game plan. But I feel like a lot of jobs too, or a lot of like there's probably a whole thing of like, listen, everyone can't go paperless because then we won't have a fucking postal service reason. Like we got to send bills or something. That a lot of people will lose their job. And that's what they don't want to do. It's the complete opposite of New Japan, where they're going. If they're going to fight at the paper, they do a fuck ton of tag matches against each other. Well, yeah, they do a fuck ton of tag matches in WWE, except the only time they touch, it's when the heel can come in and tag in hot, kick him a few times and get out, but they don't actually have like a face-to-face one-on-one square. They're both good matchup. It's always like one has the advantage over the other one, and then they stretch that out until the pay-per-view. No, we still get drops from DHL, UPS, and Amazon that we have to deliver. Interesting. So Amazon still throws you guys some bones if they don't send it to the to their hub. I applied to be an Amazon delivery driver, but I don't have a car to get there, so it's not looking good. I probably won't get that gig. Maybe after Raw tonight, I might do a Call of Duty stream. I'm not sure yet. Do some Call of Duty, or we'll hang out in the Discord. We'll see how it goes. Mick says, love ABJ. Well, I love you too, Mick. I appreciate you. Don't ship USPS. All right, good enough. Parm, get up in here. Let's hear your voice. No Amazon driver. Oh, I mean, if my post office actually would like hire me without taking a fucking government test, I'd apply to my post office tomorrow. I'd walk there but they don't hire. And I don't want to walk around. That sounds terrible. I want to lose this amazing god body I've been working on. Just the god I've been working on has been Buddha, you know. I feel like this is Lily. She's pitching fashion designs for the Olympic runners. Bigger. They're like, yo, we got a good crowd tonight. Do the far part pan out. I've been trying to look for remote and hybrid jobs, man, but they just don't call back. Or another problem too, man. Like if you Google like remote jobs hiring now online, bro, every website looks so sketchy. And I'm like, even like on Indeed and a few other job things, I applied for like 4 different work from home jobs. And they were like, all right, yo, we're going to hire you. And the pay is amazing and everything about the job sounds fantastic. And the website looks legit. And they're like, all right, we're going to have you do this, this, and this. And then we're going to talk to you via Zoom, but we're never going to turn the cameras on. It's a scam. It's essentially a scam. And then when they ask you how they're going to pay you, and they ask you like a normal job, like, but it's remote, so they ask you for all your personal information and and I'm like, can I do this over like a voice, like a communicated thing, like over the phone or like something? Like I'm not giving my personal information on the Zoom, like a Zoom text message. And they're like, you have to. And I was like, then I don't want this job. I don't trust it. Like, so I could have probably had like 2 or 3, but it just seems like scams to me. And that's scary too. Trying to apply for work from home or hybrid is like, I feel like a lot of websites you can apply to, they make websites look like clone websites where it looks like you're on like a GoPro website. And it's like GoPro's having a 80% off sale. Then you put all your card information in to buy this insanely good GoPro. And because this actually happened to some people I know. And it was a fake website, but it looked exactly like GoPro logos and everything. And they get all your information and the website shuts down a couple minutes later. But yeah, that's what a lot of times I get, like from Indeed or ZipRecruiter and all those other work job apps. It's just like I apply for them, but they don't seem legit. Or you go Google like work from home job starting now, and they all seem like they're fake. And it sucks. I just live in a small town that only has like 2 red lights. So trying to find a job in my little town is like next to impossible. But there you go. Our first crack at streaming on the Twitch side of things. We got a follow from Queen Courtney 41. I think that's Wonder Woman Queen from the bloodline. And it is. She says, "Hey BJ, what's going on?" Devin said he's joining at some point tonight. So if you got and you can join in as well. Here's the link if you want to join in. And if you want, just let Devin know his invitation's still there if he's not streaming himself, and you guys can come hang out and chat it up. I'll wear my NASCAR jacket if you come in. Kofi got knocked out of his elbow pad. I think it's hilarious now watching like people in the crowd when they cosplay Rhea, and you're like, oh, there's a Rhea cosplayer. Which is good, because if people are feeling more comfortable to bring out their alt goth emo side, I'm all for it. I wish I would have dressed more like it, honestly, growing up, but I always felt like if I dressed emo, I'd get picked on, and I was like, listen, man, high school and growing up in this school was already hard enough for me. I'm not going to make it any more difficult. I'm going to keep a low profile and just get through this. If they don't have an office at least go into to get a computer, I don't trust it. No, it's true. Are they? I think if 9 times out of 10 at a wrestling show, I would almost guarantee they're a Rhea cosplayer. I went to a lot. Like I went to shows and everyone's cosplaying as somebody. So I would almost guarantee they're dressed as Rhea. Yeah, I wish I did. I already had it hard enough. I was like, fuck that. I'm not making it worse. I've never watched The Voice, like a full episode or a season. But speaking of The Voice, let's bring in my friend, Parmesan.
The Voice, huh?
Listen,
that voice.
as a co-host, you know, this is how I feel about it.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Shout out to the tribal chief. I
That
totally
was-
ripped that bit off you. I love
that
how he
was
has the
too
clips. I need to get more clips. I
That
want to
was-
get. I need to find a website that just has the clips already done and like, oh, here's some funny clips you can use.
But you're not wrong though. You're not wrong.
I would, but everything's like you have to go on a YouTube clip and then extract it off YouTube and then take it to a cutter and then cut it out yourself. And I feel like that takes forever.
Right.
I don't know if I have the patience to pull that bit off. You know what I mean? My work ethic is, you know, it's sometimes
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
it never gets old.
Too good.
It never gets old.
It's too
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
That's gotta be a bit from now on. It's
Yeah.
just gonna be a bit.
This match was sometimes raw and sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah. Facts. Straight facts.
Are you pumped for this movie, Madam Web?
I'm pumped for Deadpool.
That's fair.
Like,
I just want the X-Men. Just give me the X-Men.
well, that's the whole point of this movie. I think this is the birth or the start of the X-Men universe being into.
I hope so. I need
Well,
X-Men.
I don't know if you watched the trailer, but
They
they
already
already
15 minutes. I love that.
they already showed an old character from the X-Men universe, but as an adult in the movie.
Pyro.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Same actor too, so that could be a cross multiversal.
Did you notice? If you haven't seen the trailer, and if we're spoiling anything, I'm sorry.
Yeah, spoilers.
But there's gonna be some spoil, but it's a trailer, so it's not
yeah.
whatever. Did you notice they're fighting in front of the 20th Century Fox logo?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's like I think you know what I think it's gonna end up being like. It's gonna be like Deadpool kills the Sony universe, and like
So you think he kills Hugh Jackman?
I don't know if he kills Hugh Jackman, but I feel like anything that had to do with like 20th Century Fox Productions that he's gonna try and like end.
Yeah. So there's a theory that we're gonna get Lady Deadpool.
Yeah, I did see that somewhere.
There's a theory that we might get the new Wolverine in this movie, like the
Right.
person they cast next.
Yeah.
Because the way, like, so this would be I don't know exactly the date, but the reason they haven't made any X-Men or anything like that is because when Sony bought the rights for the X-Men back,
Right.
and they got everything from Universal, our 20th Century Fox, on that big merger.
Yeah.
They essentially the rule was if they have to cast anyone to play any of those roles,
yeah.
they're still under contract and their contracts were there.
Yeah.
And I think that the holdup was, all right, we can use them for cameos here and there to say that it's part of the same universe,
Yeah.
but we want to recast the entire X-Men and start fresh.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to wait for those contracts to end.
But I think we might see old Magneto in this one too. I think I saw.
I want a
so-
full recast. I
like-
want a whole new.
Well, no, like I think what the idea is that they show the old X-Men cast as if Deadpool like kills them off to
Yeah.
reset the new X-Men, which I would honestly love that story. If that's what it is, he just goes
Yeah.
in and kills all the old X-Men, and then that's the whole story.
Do you know that who the front runner is? The fans pick and supposedly the behind the scenes, like who they're thinking about casting to play Wolverine.
I saw Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe, yeah,
Yeah.
they're hinting at him, which I think he got shredded. Like
Oh,
he's
dude,
a good
he's
kid.
he's a big dude.
And he's short, which is
Yeah.
what you need for Wolverine.
I could see that working for
Yeah.
sure. He's already shown that he can do more darker and grittier
Yeah.
roles.
Did you notice too at the very end? There's a Secret Wars comic
Yep,
on the
I did see
ground.
that, yep,
Did you
yep,
see which
yep.
Secret Wars it was?
No, I didn't see which one it was. I just saw.
It's the one with Doctor Doom on the cover. I
I
need fucking Doom. I want Doom. I want Doom, and I
But it-
want
but
a good.
it
I
has
want a
to be
good version
done
of the
right.
X-Men, and I want a good version of the Fantastic Four. I love
But-
the Fantastic Four.
Well, I think they are doing Fantastic Four in Phase 5.
Yeah,
I just don't know who it's gonna be. See, this is when me and you hang out. We just hang out. We don't watch Raw.
it's a 6-way tag match that means nothing.
No, I know what you mean. It's on the background. It's fodder. It's background fodder.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching it,
No, but like,
but if
it's
something of significance happens, I'll talk about it. But
right. It's just there.
yeah, I will say this: I am shocked they're letting Gunther and Jey Uso work as much as they are. But I will almost guarantee you that this match has been a dark match on the indie for the last 6 months. Like for the last couple weeks, this has been the dark match. This 6-man tag,
Right.
because they're trying to like this right now. They're giving them time to work out their kinks before the pay-per-view.
Right.
But the problem is a lot of what you're seeing right now is eventually what you're going to see in the pay-per-view as well.
The more you know.
Yeah, I keep spoiling how the cookies are made. Actually, you know how you know if the watch this cagematch.com.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is what I use for commentary sometimes.
Cage match.
Mm-hmm.
What
So
are you,
we'll
Tony
put in
Khan?
Jey Uso. What's that?
What are you, Tony Khan?
No, so like if say if I'm doing a match of at Pancakes and Abby, I'll type in go to cagematch.com, I'll go Pancakes and Abby, and then I'll see their last like 6 shows they worked and who and some names, some notable names who they especially if I'm new to the promotion, I can go check if the promotion submits it into the website, which most do or somebody does. You can check out like the whole promotion and like their stories, like not the story, but a lot of their stuff.
Right.
So Jey Uso, we'll go to matches. His last match, he beat Bronson Reed. Royal Rumble, dark match. Jey Uso defeats Damian Priest. That's interesting. Not really. I mean, that's a honestly maybe I don't know. That might be something to look out for in the future. A future.
What's up, John?
A future matchup, because since January, every house show in January, he worked Damian Priest every house show.
Oh yeah,
and then he had one match where he worked Finn Balor, and then the Royal Rumble, and then he had Jey Uso, then he had Bronson Reed, and then he has this match tonight.
Right.
What's going on, John?
He's a good friend of mine from college. He is also.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He also runs the Around the Ropes.
I'm very well
podcast.
aware. Yeah.
Yes.
I know John very well. I didn't know you
Yes.
guys knew each other. That's pretty cool.
So when I was in New York, he was
John. There's a link if you want to come say hi quick.
When I was in New York, he was just coming into it. I was like just on my way out, but he joined the station, and I think I was library director that year or one of those. So,
John, yeah, I remember John from his first podcast, and then I met John and his co-host at the time, and his co-host kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this guy.
I would agree.
And then
sorry, John, but
4 months later, his co-host came out as a little bit of a shiesty dude, and they don't work together anymore.
I'm sorry for saying this, John, but we did a Bray Wyatt tribute show after he passed on his podcast, but we and Ralph both joined, and then his co-host joined, and then I think it became the co-host show, not the Bray Wyatt tribute show. And I was like, this is awkward. This is awkward.
Yep. Yeah.
just wasn't a fan. I was like, I thought this was about Bray Wyatt, and like the tribute.
Wait. Then it's a different co-host, because the co-host he had was Bray Wyatt, because Bray Wyatt passed away when I was in London, and they stopped working with each other way before then. So it was his first co-host.
Yeah, I don't know how many hosts he's had. I just know that this one just
he's probably hopefully he's joining the link. I put the link.
Sorry,
in the
that we I mean to be me. Okay, cool, John.
He's
cool.
like, oh,
sorry,
clear the fucking
sorry.
air. What if you're shitting his current co-host and I'm shitting his old one? ABJ is rubbing off on you. Look at you firing your guns. Mick said, "Who is this person? Is it Chase?" It is not Chase. This is Parmesan, and he is a member of the Ben Frank Connection Network that we started, and we are media partners, we'll say, and he's one of the hosts of the Opinion City podcast.
Yeah.
This press conference was so dumb. I went back and watched it. I was like, this looks so bad.
I enjoyed the ending. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry, I said it.
I just feel like I've watched so many press conferences and how they do UFC ones and how they
Right.
do other media, and I don't like how they did this.
Well, remember this was a kickoff, not a press conference. They kept calling
It's a
it
press conference.
They
They set it up
calling it
exactly like a press
a
conference.
kickoff.
You know how they should have done it? Remember the UFC one where they had like three rows of tables, and they had like all the tables filled with fighters, and then the fighters were allowed to be asked questions by the fans.
Right.
They didn't want fan questions because of all the Vince stuff going on, so they went out and did skits in front of a live crowd. That's exactly what this was. They went out and did bits. They went like the stuff that you would see on backstage Raws or what they would promos. They're not cutting in a ring. They did in front of a stadium full of people. And it just didn't come off good to me. It was essentially an entire show of promos. It was a promo show.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Apple bottom jeans and Wolfie D, says Matthew Holland. I earned it, and I don't know why a couple days ago I gave it to you, but we're going to pretend it never happened. Slap me in the face. So dumb.
What shots fired, bro? Damn.
You shouldn't leave a show like this and be like, what's happening next? Everyone was like even the whole panel was like, what happens next? What do we talk about? And they didn't know how to like carry it on after the press conference because they gave them no direction. They're like, are we sure Cody's wrestling Roman now?
Right.
And they're like, the Michael Cole's like, yes, they just told me in my ear set it's happening, it's official. The graphics behind us.
Right.
But are we sure? Like everyone like. It just is a bad look. All right, here he comes.
My boy.
David Blaine joining us.
David Blaine. What's up, John?
What's going on, guys?
What co-host are we shitting on?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
So you've had two now.
Yeah.
Well, Anthony, the one you're thinking of, actually, it's been 1 year since we let him go. As of today. Yeah, we don't speak about him anymore.
Who was the new one that you had to burn?
Ryan.
I don't remember who that is.
Ryan Peterson, the ring announcer.
Oh, you kicked him out.
No, he's still on the show, but
no. But that's the one that I'm.
That's why
that's the one you're shooting on. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's a nice guy. I get along with him.
I'm not shooting. It was just the way that he came into the Bray Wyatt show. I was like, why is this becoming the Ryan Peterson show and not the Bray Wyatt show? I was just like, what the hell?
He's rubbing off.
Yeah, but as far as the other guy, we don't speak to him anymore.
He doesn't exist.
He was wild. I met him the day of Tom's River. That's where I met John.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Contest of Champions, right?
Yep. We've always talked
It's
and
weird
and
we've
communicated through each
there.
other's content, but we never physically met. And then Contest of Champions was the day we met. And he met you met me on a day when I was fucking exhausted. I was burnt the fuck out. I went and slept in the car for like 2 hours.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was. We left my house at like 4 a.m. so I can then drive to Pete's house and then drive all the way to Tom's River, New Jersey, to be there at the ass crack of dawn because we went for the seminar.
Oh right.
So we were there at like 5 a.m. for a seminar, and then stayed there all day for the seminar open tryout.
Jesus.
And then after the open tryouts, I hosted the convention, and then after the convention, Pete DeLong did commentary for the show.
Right.
And I they had a commentary seminar, and I was like, should I? It was Kevin Kelly running it, and I was like, should I be in this? And he goes, why? And I go, doesn't it look good that I'm here and I'm a commentator? Shouldn't I be in the class? And he's like, what company do you work for? And I was like, yours? He's like, and who's your broadcast partner everywhere else you work besides where you work with me? It's like, Pete. And he goes, and who's running the seminar? You and Pete? You don't need to be in there.
Right.
I was like, all right. Thank you,
That's
Kevin
great.
Kelly.
What's going
when
on,
did
John? How
BFAB
are
join the
things?
Hurt Business? She joined last Monday, right? Last Monday she came in and made the save.
Yes.
And beat up somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make her useful. What do you got behind you? What is that? Is that All In London or what All In is that?
That's actually this is a poster from a good friend of mine who I got it from her. It was from the first All In.
Got
Nice.
you. I have the All In scarf from London right there.
But this one's also signed by Cody and I think both, Matt and Nick.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
That's sick.
And obviously, you know what this is, the thing right behind my head.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the artwork. The infamous artwork.
Yeah.
And actually, by the way, I'll be in your guys' neck of the woods in April for Mania.
Yeah.
What, Philly?
Same.
Philly's not my neck of the woods. That's like 2 hours away.
No, that's my neck of the woods, but I have family there, so you know.
Well, now that I don't have a job, I might be able to get I won't have any money, but I can go hang out Wednesday and Thursday now for
Labor of Love.
Labor of Love.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be like, Ralph, can you come pick me up?
We're gonna be.
He's staying out there though. He's like sleeping out there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the
work.
plan. But
That
so
won't
am I. But I can drive out. Whatever. We can figure it out.
I know we're gonna be part of a thing called Rex Fest that's
Rex
happening.
Fest. Nice.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people doing that one.
Hell yeah.
Well, Ryan's ring announcing for 2 out of 5 of the promotions,
Nice.
Nice.
and I'm doing the post show for them.
Hell
Good
yeah.
deal.
And then we're doing another thing WrestleMania weekend, but I'm not at liberty to announce it yet because it hasn't been announced publicly yet.
Gotcha. Righto. We're doing the official pre and post show for both Euphoria and WrestleJohn by the Labor of Love on the 3rd and the 4th. And then on the 3rd, we're doing our very first fireside chats with the champ segment with whoever wins the citywide championship, which could be Weber or Cheeseburger.
Weber.
Who knows? Who knows?
I'm good with either one, but I'm leaning a little more towards Weber.
Are you? Are you?
Yeah, I am. I love you, Cheeseburger, so goddamn
You
much.
just interviewed him too. How dare you?
I did.
How dare you?
I did.
You go against him after you just interview him. You're like, nah, sorry, bro.
Sean, when you get a second, check your Facebook. I sent you the graphic. If you want to send it, actually, Anthony, I can send it to you too.
Sure,
Ooh,
I'll take
I
a
like
peek
it.
at it.
But we can't. But it cannot be discussed till.
I like it. That's a dope graphic though. I like it a lot. Very cool.
Mick, just hold on. All right, Mick, I know you're there, buddy. I see your stuff. Mick has to let you know he's in the chat sometimes. That's Mick's bit. I see you, Mick. Yeah, that's his bit.
Anthony, I just sent you the graphic.
All right.
It's pretty cool. I kind of like it.
Live nude show.
You just scared the piss out of John. I just saw his face go white for a second. Oh, it's funny.
John, I don't know how to feel about that, man.
Oh yeah, sure. Me and Ryan doing a live nude show. Oh, that's gonna go off. That's gonna go off well.
Oh. I like him a lot. He's a nice guy. But he works with a scumbag.
I was waiting for the butt.
He works with a real big scumbag.
Oh hey, so I'm being told to tell to you, John, to tell ABJ, to tell the chat that Kai's here. Just so you all know.
What happened?
There's a bit from Kai.
Oh.
Kai wrote, Parma, could you tell John to tell ABJ to tell the chat that I'm still here? Yes, you're still here. Andrade. What are they gonna do?
That might be one of those interviews in like 6 months. You're like regretting that you've done it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, let's bring in
Devin.
something we're not going to regret. Devin, the tribal chief. What's going on, my guy?
Yo, fellas,
up,
what's
Devin?
going on? How
What's
y'all
happening?
feeling? What's going on with my one up? I'm acknowledging y'all. All right.
Okay,
This my one up for y'all. Not for me. For y'all. For y'all. One up. What's going
Not
on?
Reigns.
So first question for you:
always,
where do you get all those cool
right
clips from? Did you have to manually pull all those clips yourself, or did you find like a website that has them all pulled for you?
No, I just over time just saw them over Twitter, collect them, bookmark them, and then screen record and convert them on Canva. So manually.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's just over time. Yep. So I got a lot of clips. I got a lot.
It's a party.
Oh,
It's a party. It's a party now.
Yeah.
What's going on?
The meeting of the content creators.
It's
I
a
only made
hangout
one so far.
with
I don't know if you've seen
creators.
it yet, but this is how I feel about a lot of WWE weekly wrestling right here.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Oh God, I forgot about
It's so good.
I like that. I like that.
That's so good.
Oh
I
man.
love
I have to essentially just go and bookmark stuff now. So that's gonna be the bit is to go
There you
back.
go.
and-
So that's what you think of Monday Night Raw so far?
Yeah.
Just, sometimes maybe shit.
Actually, it hasn't been terrible, but like it hasn't like there's nothing that's like super memorable either.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
there's not a match I've seen where like, yo, you have to go back and watch this match. Like just like an example, the J Cup. Like I would tell
So
anyone
good.
that I hear to, like, you need to go watch Masha versus Matt Mikowski, and you need to go watch Great Sasuke versus Speedball Mike Bailey, and then you need to watch Mosca versus Jordan Oliver. Like there are three matches that I think you need to go. I think the whole card was fantastic, but there are three matches I think as a wrestling fan you should go check out. Nothing like that has been on Raw yet. You know what I mean? And that's not a bad thing to say because most Raw shows are that. You know what I mean? Like they're just let's just get through let's get through these weekly shows until we get to pay-per-view and then we have the big blow off, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I hear you. See, I see myself as not the typical pro wrestling fan. Like I'm more gravitated to stories, you know, even outside the ring. So that's how I'm able to connect more to the wrestling move itself. So just a simple ass move, but with the awesome ass story, that's me right there. So getting weekly WWE shows that's moving the story forward, progression, that works for me. So I'm probably one of the outliers.
I'm for the moving, but like I don't I hate when they do like, all right, this guy wants to fight this guy, so we need to do all these mixed tag team matches for the next 3 weeks to get them to like look like they're gonna touch but not touch, but then they have that moment where they're gonna get the better of the other one, but they don't because it's a tag team match, and then we do that for an entire month until a pay-per-view hits, and you're like, all right, and then the next pay-per-view cycle comes, and that's the same billing they do again for the next 3. I'm like, switch it up a little bit, like give me something different.
I hear you. I think they do that because since they have a broader audience, you're going to see a lot of repeat cycle. So it's not like a hardcore, like AEW. You couldn't get away with that with AEW. Because you got a hardcore
fans
audience.
would tear it apart.
Exactly. So since you got a broader audience, more people are watching every week. So you're going to see this rinse and repeat. You know, I get it.
WWE's catered to a certain audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the audience they cater to, and I'm not trying to be mean, is children. Like it's a kid show. You're watching a kid show.
I'm a kid. I'm a big ass kid. So that works for me.
People still watch Marvel movies and comic book movies, but at the end of the day, WWE is marketed to a younger audience. And but the problem is the older audience, they already know they have them because they've been sucked in since they're kids. So they don't have to change the formula because if it's like Novocaine, eventually you pump enough in there, you're not gonna feel anything anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying the formula is bad. It's just not my cup of tea.
Oh no, I get it. I get it, man. Like, hey, you know,
what is this? Is this Oppenheimer?
I think so.
Oh yeah. I haven't.
What exactly is the premise of? I don't know anything about it.
It's a great movie. It's so good.
That's what everyone says, but what's the premise of Oppenheimer?
It's about the person who created like the atom bomb that like
I missed it. I didn't watch it.
But it's wild.
Does he actually like? Does it go until the bomb's dropped, and then does it like show him after it's dropped? Because that's a story I want to see.
No. Yeah. There's the build to the drop, and then there's like the aftermath of the drop.
Could you imagine you make the bomb and then you see the destruction and how many innocents and stuff?
Dude,
like,
that's
something to live with for the rest of your life, right there.
That's why I think it's so good because you feel that Like you feel like through his mind, like the everything just from the aftermath.
Devin, do you see what happened during the Super Bowl last night?
What happened? What did I miss?
So I guess one of the commercials for the Super Bowl, because we were talking a lot during commercials.
Yeah, we were.
We had a blast.
Great conversation.
But I guess they had like a commercial for Israel and like saying like we're not bad guys. Like they spent money for a commercial. And as the commercial is airing, they're air raiding bombing Palestine and killed like a million people.
Wow.
During the Super Bowl. As the commercial's airing, they killed like a million civilians. Just carpet bombed them.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, yo, that's ballsy. They're like, all right, we're gonna pay all this money for a Super Bowl commercial and we're committing mass murder as it's airing.
It's wild.
That's a bold move.
Holy shit.
Crazy is what it is.
But the game itself, good game.
It started off slow first half.
You thought it was good?
The first half was ugly.
The first half second half, death. The first half bored me to death.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm done. I was at a Super Bowl party. I watched the first half, watched the halftime, got halfway into the third half. I was like, I have work tomorrow. I'm gonna go home. Didn't even bother to turn back on. I was like, I don't even care. I was bored. And of course things happened at the very end. But I was like, I don't even care anymore. I was
already done. He was already.
I was already done. I was already tapped.
Right. He had no dog in his fight.
I was already tapped out. I was like, I'm good.
I knew from the beginning that a team that Joe Montana played for was going to win, so I was prepared.
Right.
Wink.
Nudge.
I was wearing my.
Nice.
And the most disrespectful thing of the whole Super Bowl, though, is Joe Montana's in the building.
Right.
He both teams that he has played for are in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And Troy Aikman hands the trophy over.
Oh, right.
What the hell's that about? Troy Aikman looking like a air dried grape.
An air dried grape.
Can we also get Tony Romo off of commentary?
No, I like Romo. I don't like the Cowboys,
now.
but I think Romo's good on commentary.
Nah, he got lazy. He had called one of these Bears games. I was like, bro, come on. You got to know your players. You got to know your players.
Oh, he didn't know the players? Yeah. Back in the day, he was like, yo, this was going to happen before the play happens. Look at this guy line up in the bottom. He's going to run a slant. And you're like, yo, Romo is killing it.
Right.
Oh, man, we got big, meaty men slapping meat right now.
Yeah.
So I got to hang out with Bronson for a day.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
It was so cool. He's one of the dopest dudes I've ever hung out with.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
That's my birthday when you're talking about there.
Who's that?
Share birthday.
You and Bronson Reed?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah? Oh, that's dope.
Nice.
Actually, I don't my photo with Bronson and PCO I can't find. I have to go through my Instagram again because it's not in my opening video trailer, but I hung out with Bronson Reed and PCO at the same that was the two tables I was working with for the day.
Right.
And Bronson Reed wore a t-shirt of Andre the Giant and Bobby Heenan taking a piss, and Andre's in his stall and he's reaching out the stall and he's grabbing Bobby Heenan by the butt.
Oh god.
That's the shirt he wore the whole day.
That's great.
But Bronson was so nice. He was such a cool dude. PCO was super dope too.
Where did you end up seeing them at?
Not human.
What's that?
Where did you end up seeing them at?
PPW. They came to PPW.
Okay.
And I used to help run the meet and greets at PPW, so they would trust me to sit with like the names.
Right.
Sometimes people do meet and greets and they get conned by fans and give away free stuff, and
right.
It costs a lot of money to bring wrestlers in, so they knew if I was at the table that they would make their money back.
Gotcha.
And the talent liked me because they would also have their own stuff to sell, and I would help them sell their own stuff. I'm like,
there you go.
Well, you got the 8x10 in this. Why don't you look at the sick T-shirt? And they'd be like, You're right.
Gotcha.
And they look at me like, yo, I need you with me more.
Yeah. Use your inner salesman.
Yeah, exactly. Right on.
Man. Yeah, I met PCO at Impact. What was it? Impact Emergence 2 years ago. When my son took us to his first wrestling match, and he saw the table spot literally right in front of him. I got it on recording too.
That's awesome.
I got recorded. I'm marking. I'm like, oh my god!
That's awesome.
But yeah, great moment though. A hell of a dude.
How old was your son when he saw his first match?
7.
Okay.
7 at the time. Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought I might maybe take him to a WWE for a first show because I did it with my daughter, with my youngest daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I took her to Monday Night Raw.
Right.
Took her to SmackDown. Then we went to Money in the Bank 2018.
Nice.
That was our very first pay-per-view. That was fun. And then my son, I'm like, okay, yeah, WWE, of course. But I heard about Impact Emergence being in town, Cicero Stadium. I'm like, bet.
Nice.
I can't miss that.
Nice.
And I love Impact, or TNA now. And so, yeah, it ended up being a phenomenal card, phenomenal show. We had great.
Are both your kids still into wrestling?
My son, he might be a late bloomer. He got in and out. My daughter, she decided to grow up. I'm like, nah, Dad, you know.
So
It is what it is. And my son, I'm like, you might be a late bloomer like me because I wasn't really into it around his age, you know, around that 7, 8. And then when I was like preteen, 12, 13, that's
7, 8, I would have died for pro wrestling.
Oh, dude, I was all about it.
Couldn't get into it.
All about it.
I was like, what about these Power Rangers, though?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was
VR Troopers, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was still obsessed with those, but
You have no idea, man.
Come home from school and I had Pokemon on, and then after Pokemon was Power Rangers, and then I would chill for the day or I'd go out and play, and then be home by 9 o'clock for Raw.
My favorite moment is still from like last year when I got to meet JDF before he passed away.
Oh.
On a whim.
Yeah.
I was going through some stuff with my ex, and I saw that he was in Jersey. I was like, yo, I want to get one shot.
There you go.
One shot to meet my hero. I grabbed my green dagger, brought with me because I wanted him to sign it. I brought a piece of paper because I wanted him to sign my my tattoo. I met him. He was the nicest dude, and I was like, all right, sick.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
I didn't know what was going to happen 8 months later, but I was like, dude, that's still cool.
Yeah.
I got to have that moment, even though things.
I tried to go back and rewatch when it was all on Netflix, the first series of Power Rangers.
I have
again as an adult.
Yeah,
does not hold up.
I have the whole.
It's a tough watch for me. It was a tough watch.
I have
the
whole first series on Blu-ray, seasons 1, 2, and 3, and I love it. I
had to show my son that Green Ranger saga. He had to finish it. He was like, "What is this?
I love
Who's
it.
this dude?" I'm like,
it gets better when the Green Ranger shows up, but that first couple seasons when it's just the 4, you're like,
nah.
Give me the Green Ranger.
I got the putty patrol.
Yeah.
I watched up until when it was supposed to end in the USA, so I watched up to In Space because that was supposed to be like the season finale of like the US version, but obviously because there's so many versions, they kept it going. But because In Space, I think, was the last one where they tried to tie in every villain from the first 5 seasons and like have a one big finale.
In Space.
We
run out of ideas to do. Let's take this franchise where it's never been before. To space.
Well, it was already In Space.
I watched Mighty Morphin, Turbo, Zeo.
Yep.
Space. Lost Galaxy.
I watched some of those. I didn't get back into it until Jason came back for Dino Thunder, and then I was all in. I was like, hell yeah, he's back. Yeah. Let's see how this season goes. Hell yeah.
I didn't realize how that Power Rangers was still a thing until like when I was fresh out of high school. We went to Disney World, and they're like, and it was all over Disney. I was like,
right.
Power Rangers are still like, why do they look like? So here's the funny thing: when I was a kid,
it never ended.
When you couldn't get Power Ranger figures, the Dollar General would have these bootleg Power Rangers. And then the Power Rangers the looks of the Power Rangers turned into those bootleg toys.
Right.
They looked exactly like them.
Right.
Like their helmets were flat and around it, and they had no detail. I was like, yo, did the bootlegs get popular? Like, what is this?
Well, you have to remember with the Pounders that the 90s show wasn't the original idea. Obviously, it was a USA version. Japan already had all the versions out there. It was just a matter of just making them all US. So Lost Galaxy and all those already existed, but as the what were they called in Japan? I think they were called Sentai
all
Rangers.
Of the stuff in the suits was all filmed in Japan.
Yeah.
And all of the Rita stuff was all filmed and all of that skit, but everything that was done in America was the skit part.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
all the
And
action,
generic Power
yeah,
Ranger costumes too.
Yeah.
You saw the difference. Like
Right,
the Japanese had like the shiny
Yep.
more. I'm like,
Yep.
those look dope. How
Yeah,
come
those look sick.
you
Right.
go-
Yeah. Those
What
look
the fuck is
sick. But
going
why are
on?
those not? Yeah, right.
That's why Rita never matched up.
Right.
Oh shit, we're gonna get a Shinsuke and Sami Zayn. We're gonna run this back.
Again.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm down for this though.
You know what's crazy? We had Shinsuke Cody, and in any other world, that match is fun to watch. But we've been getting them on Raw. Like,
Right.
I was like, yeah, you realize Shinsuke's a big deal. Like, can we?
They
Oh, I'm
haven't
trying Twitch out tonight, so we are live on Twitch tonight.
Hey.
Yes.
Doing-
Props to you. I got my
Doing the Twitch.
I got my
Doing the
tab
Twitch.
open so your account says. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get my other one on. Let me follow you from my other
Look at
channels.
you, okay.
Get all the tabs open.
Make
Hold
sure
on,
you get
let me
that 3
tabs open
view
too.
average.
I just noticed you're wearing what Cheetah over there, Courtney.
Oh yeah, look at you.
Oh yeah.
Cheetah print.
Don't you go by Wonder Woman and you're wearing Cheetah gear?
Right. You know they rivals.
right. Exactly. Rivaling up, you know what I'm saying? Not good. Oh, there's Cody. We will hear
Let me
from
see
the
that
American Nightmare, Cody
Fake ass
Rhodes.
smile, Cody. Let me see it. Nah, damn, I wanted to see it.
I do enjoy those like graphic fade outs into the ads. I do kind of enjoy how smooth that is.
Yeah, ever since they got rid of Kevin Dunn, I noticed some updated graphics now.
Yeah, like it's it's a smooth out into the ad. That's not anything like a cut, like a hard cut.
Yep.
I like this.
And it's less of cut scenes too.
Yeah,
Like, cut.
smooth. It's smooth.
Yeah,
I like
that Kevin Dunn style is
that.
done with.
So when
Yeah, I've been trying so hard to get an NXT, man. It's been tough.
Dude, I can't watch it anymore. I stopped.
It's full-fledged story. So if you ain't about that,
No,
it's not.
No,
not
it's
for
it's
you.
not the story.
It's not even that. I can't invest in any of the characters. Like there's no one person that I'm like invested in.
Yeah, that's my thing. Also, is a lot of the backstage bits and acting is coming off like cheesy porn acting. Like they're like the American Pie music hits and like I'm gonna wrestle you later. It's like, come on, put a little bit of oomph into it.
There
We got a
go.
new follower. Check. Thank you so much, Stevens
Yeah.
30, D
Follow
Stevens
him.
30.
Yeah,
Stevens.
that's me right there.
Oh,
That's
okay.
you? That makes sense.
Thanks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
That's great.
So when you fellas were growing up, who was your all-time favorite wrestler, and who is your favorite wrestler nowadays?
I'll let you go first, Parm.
Well, I already said it earlier, and I already got shit for it. But all-time favorite wrestler will always be Kane, because Kane was always the first person that I saw that got me hooked into it. I know Glenn Jacobs is kind of an ass, but I grew up on Kane, so Kane's my favorite. Then always will be. Now, has ever since he debuted it, it's been Owens. Always Owens. Kevin Owens. I'm a huge,
You're one for one, you know?
I'm a huge Kevin Owens stan.
Well, the guy that my favorite guy has ties with Kane, but not because of the Undertaker. It's because Kane came out and saved him during the first Hell in the Cell. I will always and forever be a Shawn Michaels guy, and for WWE side, Kevin Owens is my guy as well. But yeah, that's my two for the WWE side.
John, you can answer too.
I'm trying to think. It's
ABJ is John's favorite. He's like he has a whole shrine for me.
oh yeah, sure, yeah. Well, Anthony, according to some people, I have a shrine of Dave LaGreca behind me, but we won't get into that right now.
Right.
I love Dave LaGreca. I can't stand when I have to listen to his show and Bully Ray's on it.
All right. Well, actually, don't try to grow it up to answer the
I
question.
saw it live on the cruise.
Give me Bully Ray.
Yikes.
Give
So
me
Well, it's
live on
been
the
fun,
cruise.
John. Thanks for coming in tonight.
As far as
Style.
now, oof. I'd have to agree. Give me Kevin Owens.
Okay. So you and Palmer, your opinions are kind of like.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Listen,
I only have one clip. I want to ride it out.
There you go.
listen. I can't. I know, like I I know.
What about Kane excited you? Like,
dude,
maybe because big guys never did it for me.
No, I didn't even know what wrestling was until this was on TV. And my older brother Adam was watching it. Shout out to you as always. And I was like, "What is this?" I sat down and I remember vividly. It was Kane's debut. It was it was the Hell in a Cell match. It was the Whites Go Out, Pyro. He walked out and I was like, "Who the hell is this guy? And why does he look so freaking cool?" I was hooked. And then when he pulled the cage off, the door off, I was like, "Yep, I don't know who this is." But I love it, and then I started following it.
Was it Bad Blood? Hell in a Cell?
Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell,
Bad Blood.
yeah. And I was hooked.
That's gotta be Kane.
I was hooked. I was like, okay, I don't know what this is, but I have to know more.
Shawn Michaels is dead. Mick's still here. What's going on, Mick? I had to unban Matt Holland. I don't know what he said, but the YouTube banned him off the channel, so I had to go and unban him.
Oh no.
Matt tries to say things funny, and sometimes they're not always the most appropriate things, and then the YouTube algorithm clips them.
Says bye.
Yeah, but
off.
Matthew,
he means well.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. He just sometimes he doesn't know what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. Sometimes. I can't wait to watch this kickoff clips for the next 8 months until that one airs.
Hey, I know the Tribal Chief's favorite.
Right, yeah. I had to ask him. It's in the name.
I'm actually shocked. So I figured, like, okay, but he said no. Roman tops any of his past wrestlers too. Like Roman has taken over his top spot of all time. That's cool.
Right.
It was Stone Cold when I was growing up.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Love Stone Cold. Even when he went heel, that was a rough patch, but it showed another side to his comedic side. And I was like, I can roll with this.
They tried to make him heel, but the fans were still like, "No, we love you, so stop it."
You know who almost became my favorite wrestler when Shawn was gone? Because when I used to not watch it, I would still play the video games.
Right.
I'll bring you back, John, when you turn your camera on. But I was really getting into Randy Orton for the early time, like the evolution of Randy Orton. I was like, this guy.
This guy's, that was dope.
Yeah.
Because he had some edge to him, you know?
Right.
And then I really liked Dolph Ziggler, and then they never took him seriously, and I was like, I can't get behind him. And then AJ came in, and then I researched AJ Styles, and I was like, this guy.
Right.
I know AJ from of AJ from his TNA days.
Yeah.
That got me hooked.
Right.
Now my all-time favorite will have to be.
Look what Lily said.
There's never a bottom. That's what it.
I will say Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Ooh, that's
okay.
Good one. Good one.
You want a hot take?
Yeah, sure.
After rewatching that match later on as an adult, I don't think it's one of the best matches of all time.
Which match?
Ricky and Macho Man.
Oh, yeah?
WrestleMania 10?
Yeah. No.
Was it,
I thought it was 6. Was it 6? I thought it was 10 was the ladder match, Shawn and Razor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I thought it was 6.
It might be 6. I think it's 6.
Now we're on top.
And my favorite nowadays wrestler.
Courtney, you just became what's her name? What was the maid from the Brady Bunch? You're Alice now. Oh, it was 3. WrestleMania 3.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 3. Okay. That's right. Thanks,
I think it was the only good match on the card, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Because it was a way better match than Hogan and Andre.
Right.
But the story got people into Hogan versus Andre.
Right.
They love Cody, huh? They love Cody.
Oh, Cody over here.
Cody.
Look at them. You hear them?
You know what Cody. You know what they'd call Cody if Cody was the same character right now going against Roman in the 80s. He'd be the Great White Hope.
Wow.
He has to take down the evil Samoan at WrestleMania 40. Because that's when wrestling had to use your nationality and your race and your heritage to make you a bad guy.
Yep.
Yep.
He's not from America, but Hacksaw Jim Duggan is.
Merkel.
America. Oh, that's good.
Pro wrestling, baby.
There you go. Cheer for Cody. Keep on cheering. Get louder. Because the heartache, and I'm ready for the heartache.
So do you think if Cody they are wrestling now at Mania.
Yeah.
You don't think they go back-to-back losses with Cody against Roman at Mania?
I would sure as hell hope not.
No.
Because
They shouldn't.
at that point it's done. It's done.
Had 3 years.
No, it'll probably be by shenanigans by The Rock. Or you know what? I say this. It might be, we might get like a psych. It might do what they did for his dad, like pretend he won the title, and then The Rock might come out like, nah. We start the fucking match, and then Tribal Chief win, bam, retains or whatever. There we go.
But then, new theory to add on to that. But then either Cody wins it and it feels good, or Reigns retains. Either way, Damian Priest cashes into Mania, and then wins the belt.
So the easy thing would be Damian cashes in on Seth, because if he's not 100%, he has the bum knee. He can't carry it past Mania. He has to drop it.
Do it to Cody because that would be a bigger.
I agree. So how I would do it, I would have The Rock come down to try to save Roman and try to help Roman retain. Cody overcomes all the odds. He beats the bloodline by himself. He's exhausted. He's cheering. Damian runs in. Yeah. And then you have Damian. You set up Damian Cody for the next 6 months till SummerSlam, and then that's your next year. Cody, the money for Cody's always going to be in the chase.
Of course.
That's why the Tribal Chief retains and holds on to his four-year anniversary for SummerSlam.
Devin just wants the 4 years. Devin just was like, I want 4 years.
Yeah. I'm greedy like
Screw
that. I'm a greedy pro wrestling fan. I can wholeheartedly admit that.
Listen, no. 3 years has been long enough, sir. I don't want 4. Sorry, 4. I don't want 4.
Somebody out there is going to be like, man, my reign was from freshman to my senior year of high school. Somebody's going to be out there.
Right?
I want to meet that person.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, Leon the King's here hanging out with us. Steven Chambers says Priest is going to cash in the briefcase at Mania because of the distraction with the bloodline. Yeah.
Possible.
That's possible. Hey, it's a possibility.
I think Damian, if he cashes in, it's going to be a failed cash in. Like,
you can't. They can't.
No.
The Money in the Bank has been desecrated for 3 years now. It's gotta pay off.
It has to be good. And I can see Damian being the one to do it.
Yeah, Damian has to have a successful cash in, and it has to mean something.
Right.
Or you just need to throw Money in the Bank away.
Yeah.
Because the last 3, every single time a woman's cash in happens, it either happens the night of or the next night. It's never like the last 4 or 5 years. It hasn't had any like long stretches.
Right.
It's like Asuka or Becky has to drop to Asuka because, or Asuka cashes, like doesn't even have to cash in because she wins the title because of the Money in the Bank, or Liv Morgan cashes in same night, or like, the men's is like, all right, we'll keep it forever, but we're gonna make it a lunchbox for Otis, or it's gonna be cashed in on the U.S. title, but a failed cash in for the U.S. title. It's like, what are we doing?
Right.
I walked out of that Monday Night Raw when he tried to cash in on the U.S. title.
Who?
I did. I was there live.
wow.
You just left?
I walked. I was on the floor, and I was like, I'm out.
Oh my!
And the fans were like, "Why are you leaving?" I was like, "Tell me how this makes sense." Me and BP were there. We're like, "Tell me how this makes sense." They're like, "What do you mean?" I said, "The world title was an open challenge.
Right.
He could have just accepted the open challenge.
Right.
And he never even had to use his case.
Right.
So he doesn't come out and cash in on the open challenge for the main event. He cashed in on the U.S. title.
Right.
So dumb.
Oh man.
Yeah, they need to really reignite this Money in the Bank, because at a time it was close to almost being one of the big 4.
Yeah.
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 It was almost guaranteed until more recently that everyone who cashed in won the belt.
Yeah, I
And
think Money
then-
in the Bank should be an event to like. It shouldn't have its own pay per view. It should be a
on-
match on a pay per view. Like it
should
should
be
be a
on
match of
Mania
like
again.
Mania.
Like
or-
before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
like
should be on
before.
Mania. It
Yep.
should be a Mania match. It
Yep.
should be because they don't have the Undertaker anymore to be a marquee match. So you have Money in the Bank kind of not replace it, but like be the next marquee match that
Yep.
Mania has. the hype.
Here's how I propose you do Money in the Bank. And sometimes more is never good, but I think in this case it should be. There should be one more Money in the Bank match every year.
Tag.
Nope. Maybe two, because you have to do men and women. NXT should have their own cash in.
Oh, okay.
But the NXT one can be cashed in on any NXT brand, or it could be their call-up case.
Oh, the call up. Okay, I like that.
okay.
I like that.
Ooh, I
spin.
like that idea.
I like the call up
Yeah,
spin.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
So
So
for the-
NXT, they already have something like that breaker tournament, and then you can
They have the
like
TNA has the Easter Fire where it's like you win one of the cases, you get fired.
oh shit.
Yeah. What?
TNA will kill you. Legit
Yeah,
kill your
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yep, they'll murder you.
James get hit by a train.
Oh my God, I got a twin, y'all. Look on.
Yeah, you and Seth
Oh,
Rollins
wow,
are rocking the same drip.
Look at that. Look at you guys matching it up.
Looking
Matching it up.
like Carol Baskins.
Oh, wow.
Carol Baskins.
That goddamn Carol Baskins down there in Florida is messing with my livelihood.
Why is that accent almost too good?
Because I watched that documentary too much and talk. I talk like that around my house for a month.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad.
That's hilarious. I love that.
I love the Tiger King documentary. I watched it like 3
Dude,
times.
it was so good. It was
It's
so
so bad. It's so good.
exactly.
I don't love that it happened, but the scene where his employee gets their arm ripped off by a tiger,
Yeah.
and he's just
that's-
sitting in his gift shop. I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Yeah.
Like he's more worried about like I need to put. He's the epitome of a narcissist where everything has to be about him. Like
Right.
someone just lost their arm, and he's like,
Can someone give me a hug? I can use some love right now.
"It's like go to the hospital and check out
Yeah,
our
right.
employees." Like,
Yep.
No one's gonna buy me an ice cream cone. This is bullshit.
it's not about you today, dude. All right, let's see what Cody has to say to.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what's your
Cody
promo
Seth.
time?
Tag team match elimination chamber is my pick.
Yep. Or Mania Night 1.
It can't be.
Man,
Oh my
We'll
god!
see,
If they
we'll
give a tag
see.
team match, I'll scream.
We'll see.
I'm just saying.
Because he's the best. Roman Reigns is that dude. He's him.
He is him.
Yes. Hashtag forever champ. Hashtag champion that never loses.
I like how you just touched it. Like,
Been doing this for 3.5 years. Strong relationship, me and my guy.
and guys,
oh, I would love that. I would love to bring King of the Ring back as a pay per view.
Ah, yeah.
Lily said someone's TV is very loud. Just in case it's mine, I'll turn it down here.
Ah, look at Seth hyping this man up. Yeah, go ahead. Gas him up.
I mean,
Gas him up.
Roman's made your time look like a bitch on TV. So, I mean, during a press conference or live skit performance, whatever you want to call that kickoff show.
Very dark. You've got the most powerful champion of the modern era.
Oh, yes. Most powerful champion.
He gets more power.
Oh.
He gets more leverage, which means less. He defends
Exactly.
his title less.
Love it.
That glass ceiling, it gets thicker. Those
Less and
glass
less.
rings
Less is more.
get higher. This is probably the last real chance that any of us has to take that title, to take that power, and to give it to the people.
Cody, why are you like gonna cry, dude? This guy needs some grit. He needs to get some grit.
Yeah, he's getting emotional. Do the Cody thing. Just shake your head, like.
So, did he just try to make Cody the people's champion?
He's trying. Because right now, Cody's going against The Rock, and no matter how you split this pie, it's 50-50 always.
Exactly.
Because WWE has taught you that anytime a legend walks in the door, they are better than your roster. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
You're not telling no
Right,
lies.
CM Punk.
All right. He got
Arn
tossed out.
Anderson said it best. Cody, you're a pushover. You give everybody, you hand everything away. You're the type of guy, if a guy tries to carjack you, you just give your car away. Well, I take out my 9 and I blow their damn head off.
Please don't hurt me.
Except now, the bar has been raised. Because you're not just dealing with Heyman and Solo and Jimmy and Roman.
Got The Rock.
You are dealing with the biggest star, the most influential man in the entire
Way to totally put over fucking The Rock.
Yes.
Can everyone turn their TV down just a couple notches? One of them is really, really loud.
Yeah, I hear it in my headphones.
So these fans will chant Rocky sucks, but if his music could hit right now, they would all rip their
so
shirts
loud.
off.
Probably.
They're like, we hate Rock. If you somehow.
Yep.
Yeah, beer goes flying. Yeah.
Bunch of fickle fans. You're fickle.
You have no idea what they want.
Oh, here comes the challenge.
Oh, I want the Hollywood Hill Rock music with the slow down pace. Smell what The Rock is cooking.
You have a soul, Seth Rollins?
I love Seth.
Me too.
Honestly, Seth might be the dude in wrestling who I like on the same level as Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yes.
I don't own a Seth Rollins shirt either. I don't have any Seth merch.
I have like 2 or 3 just because of his initials are SR.
Good call.
So mine.
I got like 4 Roman Reigns shirts.
I have the honorary Ooze shirt, Sammy, and I have the first bloodline that looked like the Godfather, where they're all.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I got 2 Cody shirts. Let's see.
Wait, who?
I got 2 Cody shirts.
Okay. All Cody shirts came from Pro Wrestling Crates, except one. I physically bought one Cody shirt.
Oh, Mom, stop.
But I could have never imagined the monster that he has become. Now,
He's a monster, really.
standing side by side with the only person on this planet who is as entitled.
Oh yeah, we're getting a takeover story. This is what it's all leading to. I can see the foreshadowing.
I think your mic got hotter. Like, turn your gain down just a hair. You're
mine?
Yeah, I think you're like you were when you came in. You were a nice level, and then like now your gain went up or something.
Oh, hold on, let me see.
Yeah, you got a deep voice, like a bass. You got a lot of bass in your voice, and it just it sounds like you're doing the breakdown of a Boyz II Men song on us.
It did go up a little bit. I'm turning it down. There we go.
It's like, hey baby, I love you, baby. And then we're all in the background.
They're very white.
Yeah. If Mania's song is not Motown Philly, I'm boycotting.
It's not, and it's not even the Meat Mill song that everybody been talking about either.
What was it, T-Pain or Flow Rider again?
No, it was Dreams and Nightmares. They want Dreams and Nightmares.
Never heard of before.
Right. Yep. So that was the tease, I guess, for
So if Cody,
tag match.
who's Cody's opponent at Mania?
They say Reigns.
They could
I'm not Cody. Seth.
Oh, they're gonna figure that out at the Elimination Chamber. Whoever wins the chamber faces Rollins at Mania.
Okay.
I thought it was Ambrose Lee.
He's gonna need all the help.
Those shades, though.
Ooh, yeah, I could see this. Jay wins, and then The Rock or the Tribal Chief orders it'd be like that Star Wars movie Order 66. The takeover.
I don't like Kofi's gear. Kofi looks like his gear. It was Grayson Waller's gear, and then they put Kofi's face on it.
I thought it was just a one-time thing with the shorts.
He doesn't even match or do anything to look like the same as the rest of the New Day. They don't even look like a team anymore.
Because they're working away from the team because of Big E's situation.
No,
I think you lean harder into the team now.
He's been gone for too long. They're just the New Day now, just him and Woods. But Woods is doing his own thing, I guess.
You know what Ricardo Rodriguez said during our interview?
What?
He said, out of all the people in my entire career that I've ever got to chain wrestle with, work, do anything with in the ring, he goes, the most talented person I've ever worked is Xavier Woods.
Nice.
Oh,
he is good.
And guess who? And Ricardo was instrumental on preparing a young NXT guy to be the biggest star in WWE in his early days. You know who it was?
Who?
Xavier. Roman.
The Tribal Chief.
When Ricardo Rodriguez and William Regal were huge in getting Roman ring ready.
Right.
Awesome.
Oh, that's a dope graphic of Liv Morgan.
That's what I'm saying. They have these
graphics.
This is dope.
I like that.
They have these graphics that fade out into the ads.
Yeah,
it's
like
a
like
a smooth little breakdown to get you.
I just hope I get to live in an era of WWE where we scrub Hulk Hogan from everything. That'd be cool.
That would never happen. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Florida man.
They did, and then they brought him back, and now it's
the man back.
I'm sure if he does something crazy soon, they have to scrub him again.
They're currently scrubbing the Brock right now. They're in the process of.
Yeah. And I think if they scrub Brock, you got to scrub Hogan.
Well, here's my thing, and I know Devin down there will enjoy this. I'm sure he's ready to stroke his shirt there in a second. But but technically speaking, I said this off the air to ABJ. Because they're erasing Brock's history, technically speaking, Roman Reigns is the one that ended the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, not Brock Lesnar.
He is the one. He is the one.
I saw him do that. I saw him stroking the shirt. As I knew he would.
It's one of my favorite things to do in life.
you just go in your room and sit down. Just okay.
Yeah, this is not like a streaming thing. I do this.
He just does this all the time.
Roman's my second favorite world champion Samoan named Joe.
One being Samoa, right?
One being Samoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if you see my flag back here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Samoa Joe, baby.
Did you ever see the video of Samoa Joe doing a front flip down the concrete steps of an arena onto I think it was Sting? And
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's a psycho. Yeah,
What?
He did a
he ran and did a
flip?
front flip onto like off, like like when you're going down the arena steps.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we losing you, John? Are you tapping out on us there?
Yeah, I'm thinking about to tap out because work. I know work tomorrow is going to kick my ass with this storm we're supposed to have.
All right, man.
I hear.
Oh,
We'll plug your stuff and
good
we'll
luck
get
with
you out
that,
of here.
Bro. Yep.
You can catch us. We'll be live tomorrow night. New ATR Network for the Around the Ropes podcast. We'll have all your fallout from the independent stuff. Get you guys ready for more Elimination Chamber as well. And we also will have a major announcement being dropped. But unfortunately, can't wait. I have to wait until it's dropped publicly before we can even talk about it. Then this Saturday, you can catch me live again. I'm going to be in upstate New York doing a live kickoff show for a company called Dynasty Wrestling.
Nice.
So I'll be up there. And yeah, again, just follow us on all social media accounts. Just search Around the Ropes Podcast and you'll find us there.
Nice.
All
And
right,
sometimes their content.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Well, Anthony, it depends when certain people are on.
Oh, there you
go. Sometimes they have a shit guest. They don't have me on enough is the problem.
The invite's there.
Let me know. I'm always down.
All right, I'll catch you guys later.
I'll come spice that show up. Take it easy, bud.
Take it easy.
Later.
Take it.
Later.
Yeah, he was fading. He was like, let's get him out here.
Hey, that sleep was calling him.
We got a nodder.
He was over there trying not to fall asleep on stream, and I have seen people fall asleep on stream before.
I typed in Joe flips down steps, and the first thing that came up was Joe Biden falling down the stairs.
That's awesome. I love that. That's great. Oh, look. You Super Bowl championship. That's going to cost
Patrick
you
Mahomes
$1,000.
holding that WWE title. I see you.
Here, we'll do this real quick.
Those belts are
Share
absurd.
Screen. Can we see it? Oh. How do I do this now?
You got something at the bottom right there. What you got right there?
Yeah. How do you do, sir? Figure it out, man.
All right. We're doing this live. That's what it's all about.
We're live, pal.
Sounds like a Bloodline live stream. That's
right.
I'm building a layout.
Yeah, I did that live.
Live right now. Just don't erase ours again, please. Thank you.
Well, now you'll have one for the situation.
Okay.
Going to be a good match. Liv Morgan, big facts, Steven. Zoe can go. I call her like a female Triple H.
Who? Zoe?
Zoe Stark.
I
get that energy.
Zoe Stark reminds me of Christina Marie. She's on the independent scene.
Mm-hmm.
One would have to say Zoe's losing this one because Liv is hungry.
Well, that
Liv
and she just came back.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, you ready?
It works. It works.
Watch these shenanigans.
There's Sting.
I remember this. This was from TNA Day.
Yeah, same. Holy Moses.
Oh yeah. Damn.
That's wild. That is wild.
Yeah, he just did it wasn't a flip, it was a drop kick. He drop kicked Sting, did a back bump on concrete steps in an arena.
Nuts.
Oof, shit.
Dude's lost his mind.
Joe's that man.
Joe is that dude.
Yes, he is.
Do you think ABJ that they give Joe a long reign like they did to MJF?
No. I think right now in pro wrestling, you don't want to do long-term stories anymore like that. I think no, I'm not saying you have to flip it every 2 months,
right?
But I think long reigning titles need to take a little bit of a break after the Roman thing.
Do you think they should give it to Swerve soon? Just
I
swap it
think
off?
Swerve. I think Swerve's got to be your next guy coming up soon.
I agree. I love Swerve. I love Swerve.
But the thing is, I think my prediction at the beginning of the year, and I still think it holds true. I think Swerve wins the title, but I think he loses it in London.
Ooh.
I think
I
have to find that clip and post it.
Swerve's gonna say it's his house in Wembley, and then Will Ospreay's gonna prove that it's his house in Wembley.
Yep.
So you got Swerve and Will.
Yeah.
All in.
Yep.
All out. No,
All
in.
out.
All out.
All
Yeah,
in.
All out.
No, all out. I had to look at my hat.
Oh,
Yeah, turn around. Yeah, turn around. Wait. All out.
Henry was there live. It happened at the Sears Center where AEW does All Out. Oh, awesome!
No,
yeah.
it is all in because I'm looking at your sticker right now.
It is all in.
On
yeah.
a laptop. I'm looking at your sticker. I have it on a laptop.
All Out was the week after All In.
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
what the?
Damn.
What's her name?
Zoe?
Liv Morgan's gear looks like
Ashley Massaro's.
yeah. Which is interesting because wasn't her name brought up in the lawsuit?
Whose?
We're
Ashley's.
Oh right.
Oh,
yeah.
yep.
not
It was.
go
It
down.
was.
What's that, Courtney? Your mic cut out.
Oh, sorry. I said we're not gonna speak on that because we decided not to go that route.
Oh,
Yeah.
Respect.
yeah. It's hard not to. I don't know how you do it. It's
It's
scary.
everywhere. It's everywhere.
Honestly, the biggest fear for me is what else comes. That's the
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Well, when I will say this, when people are threatening like the life of a certain legend's daughter, who is
Oh yeah, well that's inappropriate.
And
If you're threatening a life over
Yeah.
over a storyline thing,
Right.
that's not cool. But we're
That's too
talking
much.
about like the Vince allegations and stuff
Right.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also like what's weird is like we say that and we defend things in pro wrestling, but like back in the 70s, if you got your life threatened, you're killing it. You know what I mean?
I was just about
that
to
was it,
mention
yeah.
that. Like I don't get that now. It's
Yeah.
To me, it's like guys in the 70s, like Broser Broody, he went through worse shit. People was
Yeah.
like, bro, they trying to kill him.
Yo, if they found out what car you were driving, they would take the tires off in the parking lot.
Yeah. If he
Another
was still
crazy thing,
alive
too,
in
is,
this
like-
day, he was like, oh, they just talking shit online. I'm good.
Yeah, they're not like Jimmy Hart. Like Piper had to wear a padded jacket because he got stabbed so many times by fans going to the ring,
Right.
and also because Piper played on race cards. That was his bit
Yep.
when he wrestled people. Like
Yep.
he went to Mexico and said, "I'm going to play your national anthem," and played La Cucaracha. Like he was crazy. Like Piper. Like if Piper was alive today, they'd be like, "Yeah, you're canceled, bro." It's weird. It's weird how pro wrestling has evolved from that.
Didn't the Undertaker say like in an interview that back in his day it was normal to have like guns and knives or just in the like just backstage like it was normal.
And that wasn't for the fans. That was for
No.
other wrestlers.
Yeah, that was just normal fodder. Like, oh no, that was normal. Like we handle business like men. I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
Like
There's if you haven't done so already, go watch Tales of the Territory. There's an episode where a guy fist fought another guy, and the guy chased him out of the locker room with a loaded pistol.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Shit,
That's
I
wild.
believe that.
there was a story where Junkyard Dog was in a storyline where he was blinded and he's
Right.
sitting ringside, and a guy literally put a gun over the barricade, rested his arm on Junkyard Dog's shoulder, and says, "Don't worry, JD, I got him." And Junkyard Dog
Jesus.
had to, in his brain, say, "Do I break kayfabe and grab a gun as a blind
Right,
man, or
right.
do I let him shoot him?"
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And you know what he chose?
Which route did he go with?
The gun went off.
Oh shit. Oh.
JD said, "Thank God he had a terrible shot."
Right. Right.
Yep.
It's crazy.
It's
Well,
crazy.
Because I believe he's at an interview of how nowadays they're playing video games and whatever, while backstage with what in mind it was like we had normal stuff, knives and guns, like we were men.
Yeah, I don't agree with that statement.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
much
like-
rather dudes backstage smoke a little pot and play a video game than drink and pop pills and
Right.
ruin their bodies.
Right.
I'll tell you that right now.
I would rather see them have actual fun with each other other than just wrestling than just let's.
But I truly feel if two guys have a problem backstage, you handle it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, let them handle it.
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks that CM Punk was the problem in AW, but like he was just defending himself. I think.
Yeah.
He was
Listen, at the end of the day, you talk about me, and I know me, and you give me a live microphone.
Right.
I'm talking shit back.
Right.
Just that's how I am.
Right.
And then if I leave said room and go to my room behind a closed door, and you start kicking that door in, the second that door's open, I'm ready for a fight.
Right.
There's no more talking at that point. You're trying to kick my door down.
Yeah.
So when that door flings open and someone got hit with a chair flying, that's exactly how that first response goes.
Right.
It's not like I'm kicking your door in. You want to talk now? No, we're not talking now. We fighting.
Look at Zoe.
And then that poor dog Larry. I thought it was a good looking dog until it got hit in the face. Now it looks like a gremlin. give a mic to Anthony. Look out.
Oh, nice. 1, 2, 3. Come on. That was a 3.
Liv's winning it. It's all right.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
The problem
Spoiler
is
alert.
the problem is Liv got that title reign, which was really, really bad. But now they've made her a top contending person, so they're trying hard to see if they can rebuild her back up to it.
Right.
I think they could rebuild.
Yeah.
The problem is she needs a different finishing move. Because 90% of her title reign, she had a hard time doing it to people. And when she failed doing it, it didn't look effective.
What even is her move? I don't remember.
She does
It's
like
the Oblivion,
DDT
like it's off the ring rope.
with using the ropes, yeah.
Right, okay.
But she fucks it up more than she lands it. And the whole her Ronda story was just was done so poorly.
Right.
Personally, if I was like, all right, I need to push a what's her name? We got her earring ripped out of her ear. She's bleeding. Zoe Starks.
Oh wow.
Zoe, yep.
Oh yeah.
If I was
Liv
looking at
submission
both these
hold.
talent, I'd have been like, all right, personally, Liv, we put the title on you. It was probably one of the worst couple months in our women's history that we had to bring fucking Charlotte back to save the day.
Right.
So I think we're gonna rock with Zoe for going for a little bit here. You know what I mean?
Right.
I hate when they try to land on their feet. That scares the shit out of me.
Oh,
Damn.
That up.
Here's her move, and she always fucks it up.
let's see.
Like that doesn't look like it finishes you.
Right.
It's a weak looking finish.
Right.
Potato, potato. I thought I'd see more of a botch, but it's like, it's cool.
Right.
It's passable.
Passable.
Right. It's
Like the
average.
move
Above
she
average.
hit, the move she hit that set up that move looked more effective than like the setup move looked
Like
better
that
than the
code
finish.
breaker.
Right.
Yeah, the code breaker looks better than the.
So if you changed her finishing move, what would you give her as a finishing move?
Good question. Not that
It
one.
would really depend on what. Like obviously, I couldn't. You can't give her a lift move because she's not big.
Right.
Our truth.
So it would have to be some type of cutter or something. Oh my god, this guy.
Oh, true.
What? There, he's not even into Judgment Day.
Look at David. He was like, this motherfucker. Mm.
R-Truth getting the boot again.
Well, that's okay because they're gonna kick Priest out eventually. Hopefully.
Ooh.
I would be.
I think
man.
Priest turns on the Judgment Day.
Come on, bro. You didn't have to hit him that hard.
Right.
Damn.
If Tessa-
sad.
If Tessa wouldn't have been a
sad.
problem, she would have been a top WWE star. There's some layers to that cake that people don't know about either. So Tessa got into a fight in Japan, and in that fight, supposedly she called a female talent the N-word.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep.
The talent has retracted said statement since then, but Tessa never got her career back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yep.
Because I actually met Tessa, and
Same.
and
She's super nice.
and me being who I am, I asked the question. I said, "Listen, I think you're very talented, but if you're a piece of shit, I can't fuck with you, and I'm not going to do a meet and greet with you for the next 6 hours if we can't get along."
Right.
And she's like, "Listen, I appreciate you asking." I actually bonded with Tessa. I thought we got super close. Like we used to DM each other and everything. She was super nice. And I said to her, and she's like, "No." She goes, "Listen, the bullying thing, I can see that." She goes, "Because I'm passionate about this industry. A lot of females come in and they're just pretty girls who don't work hard."
Right.
And she goes, "And the reason it led to a fight in Japan is because 3 of the girls almost dropped me on my head 4 times." And I essentially told them, I said, "If you're going to be in this business, start fucking acting like you're in the business. Work, train, hit the gym, practice how to become a better wrestler because you suck." And that's coming from Magnum TI and Tully Blanchard's daughter. You know what I mean? He's not fucking around. Like, honestly, I'll say this. Like I said, I wasn't there. I'm just speaking on what I was told. But when it comes to in-ring ability, she, even without even seeing her in the last 4 or 5 years, she is number 2 or 3 of best women wrestler in the world right now and of all time. She was good.
Yeah.
She wrestled like a dude. Like,
I saw her in Impact.
Very
Did her
good.
thing in Impact.
Very good.
There's a reason why they went out there and she beat Brian Cage for a title. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
she actually had a really cool moment too. So that Gavin, who comes to all the shows dressed up as characters, he showed up to that show dressed as Ric Flair. He was in full Ric Flair costume.
Nice.
And she called her dad. So she put Tully on a video call.
Oh yeah.
And this little kid cut the I spent more money in spilt liquor. You can't keep these gators down promo to Tully Blanchard.
That's
and I almost cried watching it. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a really cool moment.
Steven put Wonder if R-Truth cost Damien the title. Cash in for the briefcase.
Oh, it could happen.
That's a possibility. Hey, yeah. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that could play.
But I don't want Damien's cash in to fail.
Yeah.
That's
his passion has to mean something. It can't be another botch.
Worth it. Yeah. It can't be he failed it again.
That case has been desecrated in the men's division for too long. It's gotta mean something soon.
It has to make a proper comeback.
Yeah.
A proper comeback. What's one failed Money in the Bank that you wish would have succeeded? I have one already in mind because I had high hopes for him, but then nothing happened with it.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Yep.
Baron Austin Corbin. Theory. I think Austin Theory could be your guy. I think he could be your next dude.
Right. I don't know if it was too soon or just they didn't know what to do with him, but I was cool with Damien Sandow having the briefcase until they ruined it.
Yeah. First time ever Damien cashes in on Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. Why not, right?
Right.
Here's the thing, though. With Gunther, they got to figure something out soon.
Right.
Because if Gunther's going to be possibly the guy who goes for Cody or goes for that next push for the main title,
right?
We got to get that title off him. But at this point, you can't take it off him until after Mania.
Right.
Because you can't drop it before he goes to Germany. He's going to be the big star of Germany. And he's damn sure not losing it in Germany.
Right.
And then he's damn sure not losing it at Mania. So he has to lose at SummerSlam. And then whoever beats him has to be that guy who takes it to that next spot.
Right.
But you can't have him lose clean because then he has to also become that big guy for the main roster, like the main title.
Right.
So he has to lose on some shenanigans. Honestly, and I pitched this and people thought I was crazy for it. But the perfect guy to beat him for the IC title is Truth.
It is Truth.
Because Truth can beat him in a comedy way, and then he can just snap.
Right.
But instead of he snaps, and then he just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done playing games. I'm going for the world title. And he still looks like a monster.
Right.
But it has to be a mega baby face that beats Gunther.
Right.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Do you think they can maybe adopt something that TNA does? Not fully like adopt a copy, but like do like an option C thing where they like make the mid-carder, like if you want to go to the main roster, they can like cash in and then go up.
I mean, that's kind of what Joe did. He said, I don't want this title no more because I'm putting my sights on your main title.
Yeah, and then,
So you could always have Gunther come out and be like, I've had this long enough. Open challenge, whoever wants it, do a tournament. I don't care how you do it.
Right.
I don't want this title. I'm going for the world title.
Mm-hmm. That would still keep him strong, and then I guess the belt's still strong too.
Yeah, Otis never cashed in. He lost it in a match.
Yep.
Yeah, he lost it to the Miz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Miz.
And
then the Miz used the cash in.
And then Miz won it, held it for a week, and then lost it again.
Yep. Caught her on the blue light cell.
You got it.
Mr. Kennedy's a good one too.
Oh.
Mr. Kennedy was one that I thought of as well.
What are you talking to?
I think he's trying to talk on the Miz.
I don't think it's the Miz.
But for Mr. Kennedy, it was sort of bad timing because he had an injury with his bicep or tricep, and that's what he couldn't wrestle. So they had him fly out to lose the Edge. That way they can still take the belt off Taker, who was also injured.
Our Truth got some different energy coming out. I like it though.
Come on.
I like how he's playing this.
Gotcha.
He's like stall. Wow. All right. Well, listen. We have ABJ. We got members of the Bloodline Entertainment group here. We got one half of the Opinion City podcast. Let's bring in the better looking half of the Opinion City podcast.
Come on.
Oh, that is absolutely true.
Actually, watch
Please.
this, Ralph. Ralph, watch this.
Are you serious?
Oh, nice.
Come on. You're such a jerk. You're such a jerk.
Listen, I am married, buddy.
But yeah, good.
I'll take
good.
Middle spot.
That's better.
Oh,
That's
nice.
better. Good.
I got to keep these two
Awesome.
separated. They're out of control. Courtney and Devin.
What's up, Ralph? Welcome to the party.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Ralph, did you lose a bet? What happened to your head?
Oh no.
No. I used to cut my own hair, and look, all the haircut funds are now diverted into my Mania trip. So
Yeah.
I'll be cutting my own hair for
You have
a
a
little while
scar?
till. What?
You have a scar?
I do. Yeah.
You look like Abdul the Butcher up there.
Yeah. So when I was much younger in the high school days, I actually, through no fault of my own, hit my head off a metal counter and busted my head open. So,
Oh no.
yeah.
Yikes.
Oh no.
Yeah. So,
Staples or stitches?
Staples.
I was gonna say that looks like a
Ooh.
staple scar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good one.
It was a good one.
I've never had staples. I've always wanted them. I've had
You
so
always
many
wanted
sets
them?
of stitches.
Why would you want them?
What?
Yeah. I was just about
Why
to
would you
follow up
want
with that.
them?
But yeah.
Just because I never experienced them. I never had it. Like if I get it, if I ever bust myself open and staples are an option, I'm trying it.
Staples.
Yeah,
Just give me
go for
staples.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't wish harm on yourself by saying I
Right.
want staples.
Yeah.
Dude,
Don't underestimate
I've
a
had
good
stitches,
staple.
I've had stitches in my head twice, my face 3 times, my chest, my toe, my knee. Yeah, I had a lot of stitches.
What'd you have stitches in your face for?
First time I wanted to see this kid's his toy rocket, but it's not what it sounds.
Okay.
Back in the day in the gas stations, there was 2 options to buy in the things. Either you put a quarter in and you got rocket ship pieces that you build like a real long rocket,
Right.
or you buy NFL helmets and you put the stickers on them and the face masks on them. Is anyone am I hitting
Right.
any nostalgia itches for anybody?
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So
You got
this kid had a sick rocket, dude. He had like the coolest pieces, and
Right.
we're on the bus and we're on our way home, and I'm like, "Yo, can I see it? Like, I see it." He's like, "No." He's like, "You want to see it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I'm a kid, I'm excited. I'm like, "Oh my
Right.
god, yeah!" And he goes, "Here." and he hit me with it.
Oh,
and when he hit me,
jeez.
he just missed my eye and it
Oh,
sliced
wow.
my
Oh, wow.
face.
That's
Jeez.
crazy.
And I was just like, ow. And I seen blood. And I went,
Right.
and so at the time we had like a bus aide, like someone who
Mhm.
sat on the bus who were supposed to watch the kids. This
Right.
lady sucked. 'Cause she didn't
Yeah,
see any of
obviously.
it.
Right.
So she comes running to the back and she's like holding my face and she's like, can you see? Can you see? And then she's like pushing, like trying to close it. And I was like, no, I can't see. 'Cause she's like,
Right.
but it's hard to see, but I do have a scar
Yeah.
going down like right here.
Right.
The other time I got hit and I was running with somebody and he fell and then I fell and then she cut my my chin real bad.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
And then I think I have on my lip or something. I forget. I had 3 different times where I had to get
Yeah.
stitches in my face.
You just get
Just
cut
a
up.
bruiser,
a lot, huh?
man. Just a bruiser.
Yeah.
A lot of stitches. I had a lot of
Yeah,
stitches.
man.
Oh,
I would fall and I'd be like, I'm
Yeah.
going to the hospital. I gotta get signed
Right.
up.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I-
Staples, by the way. I don't like Staples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Option. Right.
Yeah. Please staples, please.
Right.
Staples, please.
I never had an opportunity to get staples. I think they probably could have stapled this, but they just stitched
Probably.
me.
Probably.
They didn't. Yeah.
I should
No,
have
I get-
stitches on my hand. I ripped my whole hand apart. Like this was all open like a fly trap. But
Oh,
I just
damn.
I glued it. I just like took glue and I glued it shut
How'd
and
you
then
do
wrapped
that?
it. Huh?
How'd you do that?
I was ripping carpet off steps and you rip it and then you roll it and then you
Right.
rip it and then you roll it. But when I went to rip it and roll it, one of the nails was out and I didn't know. And when I grabbed it to pull, I pulled and the nail went. And I was just like, and I felt it and I was like,
oh, you're like, yeah, that probably hurt like a mother.
dude, it didn't hurt right away. I just felt it and I was like, oh, I'm in
That's
trouble.
weird.
I
Yeah.
immediately
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
And I looked down and it was just blood and I was like,
Well,
Right.
get
Not
the
good.
glue.
Right.
I think the next BFC special we're gonna have is gonna be war stories about injuries.
Worse of it.
I
Yeah,
have a
right.
lot. I have a lot.
So I was an accident-prone child. Let me tell you.
Same.
What's the worst? What's the worst injury that like that you? I said my worst one that I should have been real fucked up, but I somehow walked home and everything. I was riding. We had this giant hill, and they built this ramp that jumped this tiny creek. But we didn't have another ramp on this side to land on, so you just like
Yeah.
jump, and then if you made it, you made it. But it was one of those things that nobody ever made it. Nobody. So I was like, "Fuck this! I'm making it." And I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to jump a ramp on a mountain bike. I didn't even have a stunt bike. I had a mountain bike.
jeez.
So I had that shit in like 15th gear, and I'm just like, and as I'm pedaling my ass off, and I'm
Yeah.
just about to hit the jump, and I go to like move my foot, and I go, oh, my foot is attached to the pedal.
Oh
My
no.
shoelace came undone, and it
Oh.
wrapped around the pedal as I was pedaling.
Oh,
so I was
no.
strapped to the bike,
Oh
and
no.
I jumped, and I went to bail. And when I bailed,
Couldn't.
my
Oh,
foot was still
no.
attached to the bike,
Oh,
and I
no.
landed flat back.
Oh,
Boom!
no.
Knocked the wind right out of
Oh
myself.
my
Like
god.
everyone there said, I felt like a balloon popped. I just went,
Oh.
and then the bike
Christ.
landed on my face. Boom! My nose
Oh.
split. Yeah, it was
Oh.
bad.
Oh, whoa.
And I
Ralph,
got
your
up
turn.
and I
I
caught
would
my
s-
breath.
I
When
would
you
say
get the wind
now.
knocked out of you, you feel like you die. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
At
it's
this
the
point in
worst.
time, I wish I was
It's
dead
the
because you're like,
Mhm. Yeah.
I
I probably
that.
have a tie for worst injuries because I don't think I could pick one over the other. One, I was riding a scooter one time and I hit something and I got thrown over the handlebars and there was like a metal pipe coming out of the ground and my leg got caught on it and my leg got ripped open and you could see right down to the bone.
Oh.
So that one was pretty
Yeah.
bad. And then the other one, I got attacked by a dog and it bit
Oh,
the
great.
side of my face open.
Love
So
that.
like there was just
that's
a
the
big
other set of
giant...
stitches. I got bit by a
hole in the-
Rottweiler.
There you go.
Oh.
Yep.
There you go.
See, we got something in common now.
Yep.
Bit in the face by a dog. Yeah, that was pretty
And the
bad,
dog
too.
was clearly gonna bite me, but I was that kid that like I was like Snow White, man.
Yeah.
Every animal loved me, and I'm like, look at him, and I put my face right near him, and he just went bow, and I was like, what? Did I upset him? I was more
Right.
upset that I upset the dog. I wasn't mad at the dog.
Right.
Mhm.
JD McDonough beats our truth.
Uh,
Is he gonna get jumped down now?
no, don't jump him. Don't jump our truth.
Get him.
Don't do it.
Dude, look at the bruise or cut on JD McDonough's thigh.
Yeah, I see that.
Ugh.
Hey, why does Damien
Yeah,
look like
purple.
an alien?
He's fighting back. He's fighting back.
So the Miz comes
Shit.
out and makes a save, right?
I would assume so.
There you go, R-Truth. Fight him off. Fight them all for our truth.
Uh
Here we go. Here we go.
There you go. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yo, you know it's kind of nutty,
It's the
but we
face-off
might
you always wanted.
a moment we could actually possibly recreate with our truth.
What?
Little Jimmy?
If Damian cashes in and becomes the world champ, and our truth is his rival,
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh,
with
yeah.
that, bro.
do we have the Sammy Roman moment that we didn't get the payoff for, but we get it with our truth? And
that would be great.
here's the difference between the Creeds and DIY. They actually came down with hardware. The Creeds came down to help Cody and then watched him get beat up 4 more times.
Yep.
Speaking of Sammy,
There you go. Help. How you gonna jump our truth like that, you bastard?
I get real excited.
That's a cool shirt.
Who's
Sammy
my
shirt.
Syrian wrestler?
yeah, I want it. I want all the shirts.
I want the duct tape shirt.
Yes. Just keep building them up.
Watch him.
Honestly, you know what would be a dope finish to Mania?
What?
What?
Go for it.
Solo comes down to help The Rock, to help Roman, and then Sammy comes out
Oh.
and starts and protects Cody from Solo,
Right.
and then Jimmy comes out, and then Jay comes out.
Oh wow.
So every single person that Roman has screwed over in the past,
Right,
they come to the aid and help. And then The Rock comes down, and then you know what I mean, and then Cody goes through all that, and then he gets you know what I mean, that would be the build up. It's like the Avengers moment where everything, the Roman's past catches up with him, Cody and Kevin's involved, Drew's involved, all these people that Roman's past catches up to him, and he can't cheat again to win, and then Cody finally gets his
Because that's all part of the story. That's all part of finishing the story.
Well, we've mentioned it on our podcast, but we mentioned how we think it would be really interesting to see what would happen with a tribal chief that has no tribe and no championship and is by himself on the island of relevancy. See that version of Reigns.
That's the story I want. That's the story I want to see, because I'm more interested in that than I am to see Roman. I don't care about the title anymore. I don't care about all that stuff. I just want to see Roman when he's got nobody left and he's all by himself. What does he do?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if the by himself thing works for me, but I definitely want the roster to finally get smart. When you know you're wrestling Roman, his boys are coming.
Yeah.
Have a backup plan.
Yeah.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Have a team.
And everyone just seems to forget that that's a bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly. I could see them doing a storyline where Roman, everybody finally turns on Roman, everybody finally leaves his side, and Roman's by himself, and it's like the old Sergeant Slaughter, I want my country back, except Roman Reigns, I want my family back. I could see the redemption story of Roman Reigns. That I think would be interesting.
That could be fun. Yeah.
I want the Usos back together. Stop.
Same.
Put them back together.
Same.
Yeah, because I hate Yeet.
Bloodline back together.
Just get rid of Yeet totally.
Yeah, just bring the brothers back together, because our tag team division is kind of whack now anyway, and they're a good tag team.
Yeah.
They are an awesome tag team, but I like them having their own individuality as twins.
I enjoy that.
But they don't really have their own individuality. Their music is exactly the same. It's the
Except
down.
for Jimmy's is totally different.
I thought it's the same thing. It's still down since day one ish.
No. That's Jay's. Jimmy's has more of a Reigns kind of vibe to it.
Oh, Jimmy's struggling without Jay.
You think so?
Jay was the better Uso. Sorry.
Yeah, one of them was always going to be, one of them is always going to be better than the other. One of them is always going to get more of a push. They're going to be seen more as and the way they've built, main event Jey Uso, it's hard for Jimmy to keep up with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Jay already had a 2-year head start before Jimmy
and his
came
whole
back.
bit with Roman is kind of stupid too. his brother was trying to defend him and trying to stick up for him, and Roman kept beating his ass, and he's just like, "Yo, would you stand the fuck up?"
Yeah, would you stop?
Yeah.
I still don't understand how Jimmy just wants to be back in after Jimmy was the one who helped Jay leave the bloodline.
The bloodline got a little wonky there at some point in time.
Confusing.
Yeah. That I'll admit. They need to explain that a little bit better because I thought Jimmy was going to do his own.
They're just hoping we forgot about it. That's what they're hoping.
Little memory wipe.
No, you lost me when Jimmy was the one that cost Jay the tribal combat match. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Why'd you use Jimmy? What? I was. So
what's
confused.
going to stand out the most to me for this Roman thing? I loved when he was winning matches by kicking out and doing a low blow.
Yes,
I thought that was really great.
I did enjoy that. I did love that. I
thought
love
it was creative.
It was different for sure.
Wonder if Jimmy's wife straightened his ass out. I think the third offense straightened him out.
Right.
Because he had like 2 or 3, and then they're like, and then everybody was getting fired for less. And everyone's like, how does he have a job still?
Yeah,
and he's
right.
like, and they're probably pulled him aside like, bro, we are trying our best to keep you here.
Right.
Can you fucking fix your shit?
Even the tribal chief kind of did on screen. Right. He was like, and you.
Yeah. You guys cut the crap.
Holy shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You get it, dude.
I think both of them have had multiple DUIs now, Jimmy and Jay.
Oh,
that's a dope belt.
They're like competing against each other.
Yeah. They're trying to vie for most DUIs, Jimmy or Jay.
If I were to buy modern day titles, I would buy Roman's belt now and Seth's belt now, just because they're very black and gold inspired and shit.
I agree.
That's my color scheme.
Looks like Rogue X-Men. Just putting that out there.
Rogue
from X-Men, the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hope she can steal the power back and get this man gimmick going again. Because once she lost, man, she's been on an island of struggling, and then she's trying to just put it into her character.
My favorite Becky Lynch will always be the steampunk Becky.
Well, I didn't like steampunk Becky. I like the man Becky.
You weren't a fan of that?
I like when she got some grit to her.
Right.
Ever since.
So here's the problem: some talent are really, really good at being on top, and some talent struggle playing the mid card. Right. Becky is struggling playing the mid card.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just want to say at this point that these Elimination Chamber qualifying matches are just pointless. You know who's going to win every.
It's all.
You know who everybody's going to win them. You know who's going to win. Like Bronson Reed was never going to win.
Right.
You know Zoe Stark was never going to win.
Right.
It's professional wrestling.
I mean, Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed was
WWE wrestling.
Right.
Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley was a great match.
Oh, you know it's fair because my daughter was. We went to Rampage for CM Punk. We was there for United Center.
Oh, nice.
But they was doing these AEW Dark Mark matches, and my daughter caught on to the form. It's like, oh, I know who's gonna win. I know who's gonna win.
Yeah. Well, the dark match is always to send everybody home happy.
Right.
That's the purpose of the dark match. Yeah.
Did anybody see or that AEW did like a live stream of like Dark Wave, but used like lo-fi music, and it was like a 3-hour stream?
No.
Yeah. So it was like 2 days ago at least. I didn't watch the whole thing. I literally just do on to see what it was. But it was basically like they were copying like those streams where it's just lo-fi music, but the background was matches from Dark or Dark Elevation.
Interesting.
In the background. And it was called Dark Wave.
I'm looking it up right now. How about that?
I used to get so mad at those AEW dark matches when they would bring independent people in and just fucking bury them.
Oh, dude, we brought it up on our show with Avery. We asked him what was experiences like being in AEW for that time in Dark, and I mean he seemed to enjoy it, but like all it was he got squashed both times.
Mm-hmm. Bro, you know the worst one where I almost lost respect for them as a tag team, but I was told they were very, very apologetic backstage.
Okay.
FTR wrestled main event from House of Glory.
Oh yeah.
And Cash ripped off Jay Lyon's mask on TV.
Oh really?
Oh
yeah.
Wow.
like healed, and
Wow.
he didn't know it was coming. He just ripped it right off his
wow.
face.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
out.
the heads up.
That's
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, that's so disrespect. Like they're
That
coming
is
in here
crazy.
and they're like being your jobbers, and
Right.
then you fucking rip his mask off. I was
Right.
pissed.
That's
They here on an
crazy.
opportunity, man, and yeah.
Right. That's crazy.
So ABJ, you have all these guests. You're supposed to back out and go play Xbox and let them take over. Yeah.
Right.
That's after I make about $200 in super chats, and then I keep all the money, even though everyone's been here, and then I go play Xbox.
Right.
Someone's reporting that one back. That one's getting back.
Guns up, baby. Guns up.
That'll be a Facebook post.
Oh my.
Oh man.
Devin's like, I don't know if I can mess with this ABJ guy.
He's like, I'm out of here. I'm done.
He's gonna get me heat.
Shots
That's all
fired.
good,
Shots
man.
fired.
Well, see, I know ABJ comes from a good place, and he's positive and all that because I'm in his Instagram community and all that. So I know it comes from a good place.
Yeah, I'm the type of
Sometimes.
person. If you
Sometimes.
come at my neck, I'll let it go for a little bit. But when I come back, don't get upset about it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Truth.
If you can dish, you gotta be able to take it.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna take a bunch of pop shots at me for 6 months, but when you take your pop shots, you don't use my name, and you're like
Right.
that Kevin Owens looking guy or that one
Right.
creator who thinks he's the devil. Like, just say my name. Say my name. Because
Kevin
when I say
Owens.
your name, I'm saying it. I'm saying your whole government name.
Hashtag Road to WrestleMania 75.
Yeah, I'll eventually get 1,000 subscribers by WrestleMania 75.
Hey man, I love
Always
haters,
here. I
man.
feel bad for you guys. He ain't sending anything, so just don't worry. I don't know
I'll
what that
believe
means,
that.
Mick, but we love
I'll
you,
believe
buddy.
that.
You can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Or my
Yeah.
favorite is if the shoe fits, fucking wear it.
Right.
There you go. Yeah.
It's the reason I have to explain why your daddy wants to fight Maui. That line killed me.
Oh, we got Freak Maniac.
Yeah,
What's
Freak
going
Maniac.
on?
I love the
Yeah.
90210 bit.
Yeah, me too.
Hey,
At
Freak.
first, I thought he was a big 90102 fan, but that wasn't the case.
He's from LA.
No, that still wasn't the case.
Right.
He's like Freak Maniac Baywatch, and like, you like Baywatch? He's never even heard of it.
Right.
Nice.
What if he just randomly got a number sequence for his name, and he's like, that works, and
That works,
didn't
and he just-
realize he
I think
landed
that's the story
90210.
behind it.
Can you
If I
imagine?
remember, I think that's
Can
the
you
story
imagine?
behind it, bro.
Is Becky gonna chug lemonade? What's happening?
I don't know. I completely missed everything she said. I wasn't even paying attention.
I was having such a good time. I kind of forgot Becky was.
Yeah, same.
She's a terrible Irishman that she's gonna chug a lemonade. Get her a beer.
It needs.
But now Nia's on the screen, so I don't care anymore.
Here comes Naya.
We're back.
Here come Naya.
I've never been to Cali. You're not
Yeah,
missing
nice.
much.
I heard that they got some good medicine out there.
Not as good as Colorado.
Yeah. I've been to Colorado. I had their medicine. Fantastic.
I haven't been there yet.
Fun fact: I'm a Naya fan. I've always been a Naya fan.
Hey, I
You
like
been an
Naya.
Nia fan? I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm not a Nia fan.
Not,
Not a Nia fan.
I wasn't there when she broke Becky's face, and I'm still not. So
That her breaking Becky's face is the best thing that ever happened to her.
Yep.
I can agree to that.
Big fact.
And if I rewatch that footage 1,000 times, everyone's hair is in front of their face and they're just swinging. It happens.
Right.
I'm not a fan of Nia Jax the character, but I've met her and she is seriously one of the nicest people I have ever met in my entire life. She
Well,
was
here's what I try to explain
out
to you
of
with
her
Nia.
way overly nice.
Right.
Yeah, Nia the character it plays a bit. And now when I say this, I'm not saying this the weight shame or body shame or anything.
right.
Right.
But she's playing the big man role, but a
Right.
female. She's
Right.
she's the big
Right.
show. She's
Yeah.
Taker. She's if you go out there and you throw pussy shots as a big man and you're not connecting or you don't look like you're killing your opponent, you are
Right.
diminishing yourself as a big man role.
Right.
Mm.
So if you go out there and she slams you around and you get hurt, that's on you because she's doing her job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And then as a big man, if you go out there and you don't give me big shots that look like they hurt me as the big man, you're
Mhm.
getting them back harder. That's
Right.
what every big man is taught in this business.
Mhm. Right.
So Nia goes out there and she bombs people, and I'm for it.
Yes.
That's why Awesome Kong was so effective.
If she gets
Mhm.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
everything she did looked real. It looked
Yeah.
like it hurt, and it probably did. But that's you got to go out there and make it look good.
Yes. Look at Nia.
Oh,
She's mocking, bro. She's mocking the hell out of her.
Now,
And I think Nia's got a real pretty face. I ain't gonna lie. I think she's pretty.
Hey,
I can agree with that.
hey, she
Right.
is attractive. Yeah, we getting a bloodline takeover.
She's the biggest female heel in wrestling. Like people legit hate her.
Oh, she gets a lot of hate. I saw one of her interviews. She was talking about how much hate she gets, but she loves it though.
Yeah,
Mama's mad
I don't
who
like
loves it.
her gear though. I think her gear does not do her justice, but she is losing a lot of weight.
Right.
oh, Rhea.
Yeah, she did look to be in great shape when she first came back.
Yeah,
It was a big difference from
But I think
what we
having
had
your
seen
gear-
before.
Stylistically, I'm excited to see how Nia and Rhea work together.
Right.
Next
Honestly, you want to talk
Oh.
good matches, dude? Nia Jax was probably Ronda Rousey's best match.
You think
One of her best matches.
Ooh.
Oh, the lemonade! Come on, seriously.
Now I kind of glad it wasn't beer.
That
At least
looked
it
like some
wasn't
good
wasted.
lemonade, too.
drink that.
Very tasty. Oh, nice punch.
Ooh. Nice kick, Becky.
I like the idea of Rhea and Nia because Rhea can go out there and even though she's not the big man role like Nia is, she can go out there and throw down with her like she is the big man role.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Oh, we
That's
got
why I forget who we were talking to about what wrestler would you bring back to modern time, alive or dead, and face somebody in today's time? And mine was like easy answer. I would 100 bring back China. I would bring
Right.
back China in a heartbeat, and
Yeah.
I have to see China versus like that's one of the first matches I'm doing in the game when I get it. China
Right.
versus Rhea.
Same.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I like that. It is decided.
China and whoever. I don't even care. Just China and somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I want Drew's shirt so bad.
I think after Mania, I think Judgment Day starts cracking away.
Yeah.
Well, think about it though. If Damian cashes in and wins the title, think about the power struggle that's going to be there because now
Right.
he'll be a world champ, and you're going to have that power struggle between him and Rhea, and it's really, it's not going to resolve itself in a good way.
There's also rumors that Finn's contract comes up at the end of this year, at the end of Mania or whatever.
They're saying that Drew still hasn't re-signed either,
Yeah.
even though they're giving him this big heel push. He's
Kevin Owens' contract's coming up soon too.
I'm sure he'll re-sign though. I don't see him not.
I don't know if
re-signing.
Kevin does.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
Because they thought about that the last time he was it was up and he re-signed right away.
He negotiated. If you remember correctly, his contract was up the same time Adam Cole's was up, and they both went hard for both of them. And Adam left and Kevin stayed.
Right.
And you know what Kevin got that year?
What?
Stone Cold Steve Austin at Mania.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Main event. Then the following year, he got another main event.
Yeah.
So what's
And then
he?
got
So
the
what's he
tag team
gonna?
main event.
So what's he
What
gonna
else can Kevin
negotiate
Owens
for this
do?
time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Kevin Owens is a Grand Slam champ. He's won every title,
Yeah.
and he's never going to get treated as the top guy again.
Mm-mm.
He's not going to be the world champion. He'll be a mid carder forever. But if he goes over to AEW, they're all his friends.
Right.
He's made.
So,
He's made.
Sure.
what does that do though?
Why?
burn him.
Goes
I
to
have
AEW.
one comment to say though about this whole Reigns Rock thing because they're on the screen right now. The graphics on the screen. What? Did anybody notice that it was funny that as soon as The Rock came out during the kickoff, that Reigns went from Tribal Chief to like little brother next to The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Rock's vouching for me. Yeah, that's my buddy. Yeah, that's right, The Rock.
Yes, he became sarcastic sidekick.
Right.
Yeah.
Right away. Right away.
If Rock's gonna Roman.
Oh, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's facing Ivar.
Oh God.
Am I the
Yeah.
only guy that's not into LA Knight? I might be.
No,
He's
don't know.
entertaining.
Nah, I know a
but
guy who
I
doesn't
enjoy him.
love L.A. Knight.
I'm just
too.
not. I just don't
He's
feel it.
entertaining, but the fan base annoys the hell out of me because it's you give the WWE universe a catchy a catchy thing to say, and they're gonna beat it into the ground.
When he comes on,
But that's just business, man. That's sales. They get it. That's how you market. Brand.
Yeah. But when you're like in a subway station and all you hear is yeah, and the whole subway does it for an hour and a half, you're like, I never want to hear LA Knight ever again.
Hey man.
Yeah, but I thought it was
You
great when
control what you
everybody.
control.
I thought it was great when everybody did it with Fandango's theme song after that one WrestleMania.
That
was
I
fun.
loved that. That was great.
The biggest problem I have with LA Knight is you build him up, and then he hit that Roman wall, and now they're like, now we don't know what to do with him.
Right, right.
Like he's number one merch sales. He's the top guy. He's doing everything, and everyone's like, can he do it? I'm like, no, he's not.
You look at this situation, and there's about 5 or 6 top guys that they've really painted themselves into a corner with, and they just don't know what to do at this point. It's really bad.
Once we have to tell all these stories. We got to get everything out of the way, and we have to reset the WWE universe, and we can't have 2-year-long reigns anymore. We got to start rotating these guys.
They should have made Mania 4 nights and just fixed
4
it all.
nights. Well,
start on Friday and run right through Monday morning.
Yeah, we need a Thanos snap in the universe, and we need to forget everything that happened and then refresh.
Right.
Do you think WWE could ever pull that off? We're like, hey guys, we're entertainment. We fucked up. We're telling this little wall. So starting next week, the season premiere of forget everything you know about all your favorite wrestlers. We're rewriting the book.
Yeah.
Listen. New gimmicks.
Do it like Vince Russo did it in WCW. Just come out and say we're taking all the titles back. We're just going to do everything over again. Like we're going to crown new champions.
Right.
And I promise you, it's not going to suck.
Well,
here's another wrestling question I want to ask the panel.
Okay.
If we can fake Razor, fake Diesel, an old gimmick, and just give it to somebody else, and they have to pretend they're that character, and we just treat them as if they never left. Who's some characters you would bring back?
Just as like fake?
Yeah. Well, not even fake. We just have to treat them as if they are that character. But we all know they're not. So like for an example, like Roman becomes the new Rock. He drops Roman Reigns and he's Rocky Johnson. Yeah. He's the Rock. And we just have to pretend his whole lineage, everything his character's done is still his, but it's clearly a different guy. like Diesel and Kane when they replaced Diesel and Kane. We're replacing a character with a modern day guy. Who is someone you would bring back?
Someone I would bring back.
Yeah.
We get a fake Gold Dust.
Another Gold Dust. A Gold Dust.
One.
And Cody has to play it.
Oh, that would be great.
I would pay anything to see Cody.
Hilarious.
I want Cody to do Tourette syndrome Gold Dust with a list.
Oh my god! I loved that version of him too. He was so
Didn't
good.
he get electrocuted? That was the whole bit. He got electrocuted and got Tourette.
Yep.
Wasn't he already Stardust? He was, but Goldust is another beast.
Yeah.
Dude, Dustin almost got implants for that character.
Yeah, he did. Almost
nuts.
That would have been insane.
Yeah,
madness.
Imagine Cody getting his bodysuit ripped off to wearing women's lingerie under it. Lily says canceled.
Canceled.
It's pro wrestling. I didn't make up these storylines. They did.
That's right.
I would bring back
canceled.
I would take LA Knight and I would say, LA Knight, you're the new Rick Rude. And grow a mustache, you're the new Rick Rude.
Okay.
I don't know who I would give the gimmick to, but I would bring back Mr. Perfect.
Nice.
Ooh.
I don't know how I would do it, but somebody would be Mr. Perfect. I would make Joe Gacy the new Mankind.
Ziggler.
I can see that.
Like Joe Gacy would be the next Mick Foley. Like he's the new Mick Foley.
Three faces of Foley.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're gonna
Gacy can play off all three characters.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have Cody play like Tourette Syndrome Gold Dust, you should have R-Truth play like Booker T from that time and team them up together.
Yes. Yes.
EW champion.
See, R-Truth I'd give a character to.
You call Johnny Gargano Shawn Michaels and Tommaso
I love it.
Triple H. He says a cerebral assassin.
It's too good. R-Truth is the national treasure. and should be. If he's not in the Hall of Fame at some point, man, he
Our
deserves
truth-
it. He deserves
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, what are we
Truth would be
doing?
our
What are we
truth would be the
doing?
first Disney cast member of the WWE where we race swap somebody. I don't know who
God.
it is,
No, no.
but our truth would be a character who used to be white but now is now black
Oh,
like the
God.
Black delegates.
because it would make it funnier.
Yeah,
Like our truth becomes John Cena,
Oh, yeah, there you go.
that would be great.
and our truth just mimics all of John Cena stuff.
I mean, he already does that now as it is.
You could have our truth come out every week as a different wrestler, like they used to do at Big Show.
Yeah.
Our truth is just the new
Yep.
new old wrestler of
Right.
You know, while we're talking about people coming out as different people every week, I think one of the greatest things WWE ever did was when they gave Al Snow the European title and he came out as a
Yes.
different country every week.
I loved it. I loved
That stuff was amazing.
I love that.
Ivar should come back as Mantar.
Yes. Yes. I love that.
Oh,
That's a win.
That's
That's a
great.
win.
I like that. I like that.
Wow, this game is over.
Yeah.
That's it.
There is a definite winner.
I would turn Angel Garza in the new Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah.
I think if
That's a
they
good
push
one.
him right, he can be the next Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
I
so
would
good.
do. This probably get canceled, but I would do.
I love it. I love how this is starting.
I would do Val Venus for Austin Theory.
Val Venus.
Oh wow. 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 Okay.
Who would I make Val Venus is a good character to bring back? Who would I make Val
Yes.
Venus? Let me pull the W roster.
I gotta pull up my roster too, man.
I
Bobby
like Val
Roode.
Venus. I don't know,
Bobby
just-
Roode. Make Bobby,
Bobby Roode is Val Venus.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
Bobby Roode.
No, Bobby Roode's Rick Rude. Bobby
Oh
Roode
yeah,
be
no,
Rick
yeah,
Rude.
well, yeah, that, well,
Okay,
that too.
okay,
but
yeah.
but no, Bobby Roode as Val Venus. I want to see that because they already sort of tried Robert Roode, which is like a version of Rick Rude with like the mustache. It was
AJ would be the new Shawn Michaels.
yeah.
Imagine if that's what WWE did. Instead of replacing the characters, you just had to take
just
over somebody's
changed,
character
right.
for them. Who would be a funny fucking Val Venus?
Who else?
I would-
Val Venus.
I would take the Alpha Academy and make them the Brood. Make them all vampires.
Okay.
Like,
They
could you
almost made
imagine
Shayna
Chad,
Baszler a vampire.
Oh, I
Chad
would love
Gable
to see
being
that.
Gangrel and
Oh,
coming out and spitting the blood.
Right,
going-
right.
Yeah,
Val
that would
Venus.
be great.
Only because I want to see him try to pull it off. But Dexter Loomis is Val Venus.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh
There
man.
we go.
Oh, that'd be great.
Eddie Thorpe. It's easy who he's playing. We all know, right?
Who?
He's Tatanka.
Right.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
NXT has two Tatanka. I don't know their names, but I call them
Yeah, they
Tatanka
got
1 and
two-
Tatanka
Yeah,
2.
yeah. You
This
go
dude's like a big
one,
off
talking two.
type of dude. Yeah.
Right.
We have Indy Hartwell, but we already have her secondary character. It's JC Jade from NXT. They're the same person.
Oh yeah.
You know who I'd bring back, but he would never go back to the WWE. He openly hates everyone there. Rick Boogs. I think that guy's so insanely intense.
Wait,
Like
he
he's
hates
so.
everyone there for real.
Oh, he is not happy with his time in WWE at all.
Oh, wow.
He prefers the old regiment. Like
And
the
he-
Vince
Right.
No, he hated Vince.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought he
okay.
said he was talking about how much.
No, he said Vince is the
Camera
one who
time he
fucked
got
him. He
under
goes,
Vince.
he said when Vince was gone, I was thriving, and then every time Vince seen me, he would just dump on me.
Right.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
shit.
he did not. I don't think he liked Vince, and I don't think he liked Tripp. I don't think he liked either one. He's like retired from wrestling. He's like, I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, no, he's done. Which is a shame.
Elias
because-
is wrestling now on the scene. He has a match coming up with Speedball.
Oh wow.
Oh, like Bailey, what?
is he going by Elias? Or
Yeah, I was saying, is he still Elias? or
No,
what is-
he's going as
No, it's something similar to Elias.
yeah. He's doing the Elias gimmick, but it's not Elias.
right.
Elijah.
Elijah.
Elijah. There you go. Walk with Elijah.
Is
Well, the
Eli-
cat-
Like wink, wink.
The
nudge,
cat
I
here
get
is
it.
doing its Mick Foley tonight.
Yes, I love that.
My mom put it on the cat. I'm like, yo, the cat looks like Mick Foley.
Nice,
Nice.
nice. Steven says Elias versus Rick Boogs in a Guitar Hero match.
I love that.
Love that.
I don't know how you look at Rick Boogs. Rick Boogs is like, bro, he goes, all the marketing people that WWE worked with all picked me for all their stuff, but
Right.
WWE never wanted to use me on their TV.
Right.
He's like, every company that would come into WWE, we're like, can we have him? And they're
Right.
like, are you want somebody else? And they're like, no, we want him.
Right.
He's awesome.
Right.
I think he's doing like movies and bodybuilding and stuff.
Mhm.
And he would get real mad. Like as a bodybuilder, I love when bodybuilders do this. But like his biggest beef is they would always say his weight was wrong. They said he was like
Right.
206. He's like 206 pounds. Where in my arm? Like
Actually, the only one that tells the real weight on the roster is Nia Jax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
is she the only woman who gets her weight announced?
Yes. Her
Oh wow.
I didn't even notice that.
Well, I know on the independent scene, you don't even like women weight. You don't as a ring announcer, you don't even ask. You're just like coming to the ring from here, weighing. We're not even saying.
Not available.
Not available. Apparently, Kai thinks Speedball is the gatekeeper of ex-WWE talent because apparently their first.
I just think everyone looks at Speedball Mike Bailey and says, "How if I'm going to come out in the independent scene, that's the guy I want to work."
Absolutely, like he's just such a talented worker. When me and Ralph saw him at Steel Stacks, that was just against LSG. Ralph, that was just.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't done so already, Thriller
Incredible.
TV, Fight TV, whatever you call it, go back and watch the J Cup night 1 and night
good.
2.
Watch it.
Great Sasuke
Yes.
versus Speedball was fantastic,
Mhm.
and then Masha Slamovich versus Matt Mikowski.
Was
The
so
first
good.
9 minutes of that match was like it was like watching an MMA fight.
Ridiculous.
It was crazy.
2
I'm
years
excited.
ago when I saw Mike Bailey against Kushida. That was a
Yeah.
fire match.
Anything Bailey is gonna be a good
Yeah,
match.
he's incredible.
It's gonna be a good match. Him versus LSG was match of the night in my eyes, bar none.
Oh, he gonna get this big boy up. Oh shit.
Why do fans high five his feet? So they don't technically high five his feet. When fans put their hands up, like to get their hands clapped, he treats all of their hands like targets.
Yes.
So he
He
punches
does-
their hands.
He
And
does
he'll
the swing.
kick their hands. So
Yeah.
he treats everyone's hands like targets because he's a striker.
Yeah, it's so good. His whole entrance, everything about it is great, and his song is actually really badass.
So when they did the brewery show at Tony Deppin's Brewery, they did Jenga, and if you got pinned, you had to pull out a piece of Jenga, and the last one standing won.
Nice.
So Mike Bailey had to play Jenga with his feet, and he almost did it.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that.
The brewery shows are they're actually all the brewery shows are on Speedball Mike Bailey's YouTube channel.
Nice.
And his Twitch streams. They're always going live on his Twitch streams. So if you ever want to go check out the brewery shows, it's a no-ring brewery show at Tony Deppin's Brewery. Everyone except the last one, you'll see me in the crowd for all of them.
Nice. Nice.
Cool.
Yo, this Ivar and
Oh, I know who
that
I
has
would
been a
bring
solid
back.
match.
I would bring back Lance Archer over
Ooh,
to
what about
WWE and make him either Diesel or Scott Hall.
Sit down power bomb like that.
Oh, that's interesting.
I make Lance Archer the new Taker.
There you go.
Oh yes,
There you go.
yes.
He's another one I hung out with for a day. Lance Archer.
He's
Right.
really cool. He's
He's a
really
very nice guy.
I
yeah.
actually thought he was going to be something. Man, I had big hopes for him. He was one of my favorites in AEW. Lance
Yeah.
Archer. I love the.
AEW has a hard time booking tall guys.
Yeah, I thought they was going to do something different with him, though. They was like, we're the alternative. You know, we're going to be different. I'm like, all right, cool. Show me. Lance Archer, I love the way they had that graphic. He's out there in the boondocks, wrestling people, throwing motherfuckers over.
Right.
You see Jake the Snake in the background, got this slow motion
Yeah.
dramatic. I'm like, yo, I like this. I could buy
And then he
this.
hit Wardlow, and that was it. They're like,
This isn't one person, but I would say a whole team. Make the Dark Order the new Ministry of Darkness.
Tozawa as Taker. I agree. Tozawa would be the, and I'm not doing it because of his race, but only because I'm a huge fan of this wrestler and I want to see him wrestle.
Yeah.
Tozawa would be the new Taka Michinoku.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would keep the character either Taka Michinoku or Tajiri.
Yes.
Ooh.
I love Tajiri.
They're both still wrestling, by the way.
Taka was just on that last New Japan show.
Yeah. They're both still
No,
going.
Tozawa would have to be like Indeed version of Taka
Yes,
Michinoku.
yes.
Indeed.
I used to love that. I used to love that. I love that every once in a while when they pan to the whole commentary booth during like the PLEs, and you see him, every once in a while he'll be like, "Indeed." I'm like, "Yeah, he said that thing."
LA Knight advances.
Did we really think that Ivar was going to win?
I did not see that coming.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
I thought Ivar was going to win.
I had a 2% chance that I thought Ivar was going to win. Come on.
Ivar's an animal, though. He is really good.
He's really good.
He is. I'm glad that
I hate
Triple
LA
H
Knight's
decided
finisher,
to
though.
Still, showcase him. Even though his tag partner is hurt, and they still decided to still showcase him.
2 spots remain.
I'm not a LA Knight's finisher doesn't do it for me.
It reminds me of it's very similar to
it's a stunner meets an RKO meets a skull crushing finale.
It's very similar to what Dean Ambrose used to do back with the Shield. His finisher.
Yeah, his finishing move doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah, I call Miz like.
I think too many people do cutters. Honestly, you know, I would give LA Knight as a finisher a DDT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That hasn't been used as a finisher in so long. I think someone should bring it back.
Hey, Alexa
Robert
Bliss
Roode's
had
not coming back
that was
anytime
one of her
soon, and Dean Ambrose is gone. The DDT's wide open.
No, I mean just a plain drop him on his head. Like it doesn't have to be fancy, flashy. Just do old Jake the Snake Roberts. Drop him. 1, 2, 3.
Sammy sees somebody, you know.
Oh.
All right, Drew.
Damn, Sammy.
That man.
Slap him.
There you go. Keep it short, keep it sweet, Sammy.
Get out of my way, bro.
Right.
Get out of my fucking way, man.
Fuck out my way. You heard what I said already. I got to repeat myself.
Move.
Right.
Just calling it like he sees it.
Buddy.
Oh,
He said that though, like, you're in my way. Please, God, just get out of the way.
Right.
I'm bluffing.
It's like when you're talking shit, you're like, I gotta say some real gangster shit. And if they fucking call my bluff, I'm screwed.
Right.
You're like, yeah, hit me. And they're like, you got it, man. You're like,
right.
Woo. They would have whipped my ass.
You're in my way is about as gangster as Sami Zayn gets.
Yeah.
Right.
The last time Sami Zayn got gangster, he showed up to challenge John Cena and threw his arm in the air in celebration and dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Oh yeah.
Injuring yourself during celebration.
I think an obvious one, only because that was sort of their goal before they became the New Day, was New Day as the current nation of domination.
I agree. African American stories are important in pro wrestling. Can we get a couple? Can we get a few?
Yeah, a few. You know, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. But
and
no,
here's an idea. Now that Brock's not here, can we give a champion something where he doesn't get squashed by Lesnar?
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna take it away.
Right.
Yeah. Brock's like, nice champion.
In my dreams.
Right.
You'd be ashamed if someone ruined it.
Poor Kofi. 5 seconds.
ABJ needs an El Generico mask. If you want to buy, I'll wear it.
Yes.
8 seconds for Kofi, right? Not 5.
What?
Like, wasn't it 8 seconds for Kofi?
Yeah, it was nothing. It was the bell rang, F5, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
How do you kill Kofi Mania in one night?
Seriously, honestly.
Right
and I was so behind it too. I was so like Kofi Mania, he did it, and then boom.
That was Vince McMahon in the last
Over.
half. That's all he wanted.
About like
Oh, you want Kofi Mania, right? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
right. Now it's done. Now it's done.
When they had Kofi in the Elimination Chamber and they didn't pull the trigger that night, I was like, you ruined it. You literally had the biggest star in your company right there, and I'm like, and you didn't pull the trigger. and they found a way to still save it. And I thought for sure, it's like sometimes you get lightning in a bottle. And
Right.
if you don't cash in on it there,
Right.
you don't get it back. And they
Right.
found a way to get it back. And they're like, yeah, watch this.
Right. Right. They're like,
We're gonna ground this electricity right now.
They're like, guess who's back? Brock's back. Y'all are fucked.
Oh, shit.
Hey Ralph, I asked these gentlemen earlier, and I would like your answer too, buddy. Who is your favorite all-time wrestler, and who is your favorite wrestler of these time?
Luke the Dumpster Drosy.
Yes. No. So favorite
Bastion
wrestler.
Booger.
Bastion
Damn
Booger.
it! Why did you? I was just about to say Bastion.
Were you really?
Yeah. Now I gotta go with. Oh my! Now I gotta go with like Aldo Montoya. No.
Right.
I forget what the video was, but I put a video on TikTok, and it was like, name your favorite wrestler or whatever like that, and everyone like everyone. It was like a TikTok trend where everyone was stitched together with another content creator,
Right.
And then it was just like. And I put mine up, and it was Bastion Booger, and it ruined everyone. Like, of course your favorite's fucking Roman. Of course your favorite's Cody. Like, get original. Like, nobody. I don't need to see a 35 stitched video of everyone picking the same guy. So I was just like Bastion Booger. But go ahead, Ralph. Your favorites.
So all time is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've been a huge fan.
Awesome.
I flew to Texas to see him inducted into the Hall of Fame. So like,
nice,
huge Austin fan. Currently, I'm a Gunther fan right now. Like, I'm all about everything he does. I think he has the presentation, the look. He's good on the mic. He's great in the ring. He's had fantastic matches, and I mean, I think his time is coming.
Oh yeah,
the goon.
Oh, Otis, if you shake his head, could be in the booger roll.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. I hear like commotion. I don't know what's happening.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right.
So if I had to pick a favorite tag team of all time, it would be Techno Team 2000.
Yes.
Yes.
What you got on your back wall, Ralph? I see you got like some wrestling, but what you got there?
He has all the things on his back wall.
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. So to this side of me, I got some action figures.
Okay.
Yeah. On this side over here, it's various like WrestleMania posters. I got the Legion of Doom back there. I got my WrestleMania. I went to 25, so I have like all my tickets from all the different events and stuff.
Right.
I got so it's various wrestling memorabilia. More WrestleMania stuff on that side. Fake belts on the wall. They're nice and back in the distance, so people think they're real, but they're toys. Because I can't afford real ones, so I try to fake people out.
Right. All of them.
Yeah.
Cat got locked in the bathroom, and it was banging on the door to get out.
Oh,
and
really?
I thought I heard something.
Nice. The one thing I have here that's for ABJ, whenever I send it to him, is this bad boy right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. For the longest time, I never had, like when we used to play figures growing up, neither one of us, me and my buddy, never had a Taker toy.
Well, now you will.
I've never owned a Taker figure ever.
Whenever I forgot, I sent it to you.
I actually lie. I have the Taker.
Yeah.
My first Taker figure was the Walmart. I collect the Walmart line, the WB Superstars.
Yeah.
The ones where they have unrealistically all jacked bodies.
This one was opened when the BFC first met, actually, and I opened these two figures with ABJ.
This was a present for a Christmas present from somebody at work for like Secret Santa stuff.
Nice.
So nice.
Yeah. So that's the only Taker figure I own.
Got interesting backstage segment right here.
Oh no, Lily, I'm sorry. Not when we first met, because when we first met, it didn't happen. I'm sorry about later on. what you didn't film, Lily? What you didn't film?
Yeah. Yeah. When we first met ABJ in person, we were made to feel like pariahs.
Right.
We were like the dirt on the bottom of his shoe. He was like, "Oh, it's you guys. Let me walk away."
Right.
It's almost exactly what happened. So what happened was Lily was going around. It's
so
actually on
good.
footage. It's in one of my vlogs.
I did film that too.
Yep.
So
it's there.
number
It's there.
nine, we
It's
are-
there.
And Lily's like, "Yo, they're gonna be here soon, and I'm gonna walk in with them on camera." And I was like, "All right, cool." So I thought she could be like, "Yo, they're here. Well, I'm going outside. I'll be back in a moment." She told me she said that. I don't remember. So I'm working. I'm doing commentary for this night. It's the last night ever that's commentary's happening in this historic building.
Right.
I'm in the zone. So I'm talking to a talent about how we're gonna put him over on commentary. And
Excuses.
I'm in the zone and I'm talking, and then I feel someone punch me in the back, and I turn around and it's like he looks for this big hug, but I'm mid conversation. I'm like, 1 second. And I was like, yeah.
And to this moment, we're still not even sure if he likes us. I mean,
Yeah,
we know
we're
he
still
talks to us, but like we're really not sure.
Well, I think it's safe to say if ABJ has you on his show, you're pretty cool in his eyes. Maybe.
We let John on though.
Rob,
Cut that.
Rob, you missed that.
Oh boy.
The man of few words.
Yeah, we said this is what we said. It said, John, you have co-host, and this is pretty much sums up your co-host.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
I did some content for Super Bowl with Devin, and Devin has all these funny clips that he puts up, and I was like, I'm totally lifting that bit. I gotta get my own clip.
I had
Dude,
that
when GIFs came out. Fucking, I'm a master.
over.
At this. I
was
know
over.
where to put them in.
Same.
I'm good.
It's terrible.
Yes.
My favorite one to do is when you piss somebody off to the point where they can't speak anymore, and then I do the GIF of the little girl who's hanging onto the slide backwards, and she just goes, "And let's go."
That's good. That's good.
Or like if you like say some crazy shit, it's a GIF of the little kid. He walks in the room, and goes, and then turns around and tries to run out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty decent at GIFs.
That's funny.
I have 3 people watching on Twitch. That's helpful. I think I need to have like 4 people consistently watch for a couple streams. That's the only thing I need. I need to watch the watch people or people watching thing.
Yes.
All the other tabs in Twitch, I'm there for affiliate. I just don't have the watch hours.
Average 3. Yep.
Yeah. The
You
average.
got to
3.
check off.
Right.
Yeah, I was shocked. I thought I was like, I'll try it. Fuck it, see what happens.
Yeah.
It's
What's
been
cool
going
about Kick? Only way you get monetized, you just gotta have 75 followers.
5.
75 followers.
Oh.
Yeah. So you go and network over there, and might be able to affiliate over there too.
Hopefully, Kick gets available for like StreamYard and Stream Elements where you can just add it in.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now I see. I use a different mod for a kit called Bot Rigs. So
Okay.
that's
Word. Stop dying.
Stop dying on us, ABJ. We need you here.
I need to go get a drink. Hold on 1 second.
Do that.
Oh my
no
god,
water.
choking on nothing.
Nothing.
It's a ghost dick.
It's a ghost dick.
God damn it.
The ghost is like, damn, he got like that gawk gawk.
Oh God, Devin! Now the show's canceled. You just canceled ABJ. It's over. You canceled.
The way this is going, I think we should rename this maybe Hangout with ABJ.
Yeah, right. Maybe hang out with ABJ. Possibly. If you can take it.
Hey, opinion plus the bloodline takeover.
Right. We
Yeah.
can do that. The Opinion City bloodline.
Hang out with people who aren't ABJ.
Right. Hang out with not ABJ. Whoever's on the show, whoever's watching right now and doesn't see ABJ, they're like, wait, where's ABJ? Why is he on the screen?
Wait, hold on. Is ABJ for an acronym for something?
If you're just turning in, this is now the Opinion City Bloodline show.
Yeah.
ABJ just said bye and just left us.
ABJ was like, "Peace out." Oh, look, he's back now.
He took over.
Oh, he's in. He's in.
There he is. Hey.
What the fuck?
Courtney. He booted Courtney.
I read the chat. I read the chat.
We're doing my bloodline system.
We were just about to rename this Hangout with not ABJ.
Right.
No, I was reading the chat and I was like, what the fuck? Things I did not expect to see in the chat while I was gone.
Devin said it first.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, right. He said nothing.
No.
Cut that.
Yeah.
I'm just having some fun. That's all.
No, that's
So
fantastic.
this is the only bit I have, Devin and Courtney. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but
Okay.
when me and Parm,
Yes.
we have the same medication.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So sometimes I say something like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna set something up real cool. I'm gonna breaking news, but right first we have to." Then at that time, we take our medication off camera and then blow the smoke.
That's dope.
I'm still waiting on the very first episode that me and you do of Boys and Buds.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a bit where we're gonna do an episode where I have a beer episode and a bud episode where you just get smacked on one or the other and we talk.
Hey,
What's the worst that can happen?
great conversation.
The one SmackDown, I was so bad I
Oh,
wore
dude,
sunglasses because I couldn't. I was like this.
Oh,
I
damn,
felt so
you-
self-conscious.
His eyes were shut.
I was smashed. So my stream was messing up and I was having anxiety attack because my stream wasn't working. So the whole time I'm trying to get everything working. Parm's in this show by himself, and I'm just hitting my vape. And I finally get everything to work, and I come back in the show, and I'm like, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. he literally just watched him go, hang on, grabbed his shades, put them on. All right, we're good.
I felt like a new man when I put sunglasses on. My confidence came back.
That was me like a few days ago when I joined your AEW live. I was
Yeah.
on a level.
I still think that SmackDown stream had like 1,000 views.
Oh, dude,
Like, that was like
it had a lot. That was a good one.
Listen, you think that's gonna have a lot of views? Just wait till I do my Velocity live streams.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready.
Oh man,
We're gonna stream Velocity on the net.
Stream Velocity on the network.
Yep.
the,
I'm telling
you know who the stepdads are? The tag team, the stepdads.
I
Their
don't
gimmick
think
is they're stepdads.
Yes, I've heard of them.
And like they come out with a thermostat, and if
Right.
you touch the thermostat, they freak out. It's all dad jokes. But
Yeah.
it takes it one step further. They're stepdad jokes.
Right.
But they used to have a podcast called Thunder Buddies, and they would go back and rewatch every episode of Thunder
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
because Thunder was historically awful.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's only two things you need to know about Thunder. Yeah, you need to know you're probably going to see all the NWO members that can't get on Nitro, and Horace
Yep.
Hogan is always going to be in the main event.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much Thunder, and you're good to go. I mean, Velocity's not much better, but no, we're gonna make it better.
Right.
You disrespectful, Shinsuke.
I like this version of Shinsuke.
I want to get an undercut,
Yeah.
but I don't think I can do the undercut like Shinsuke has right now. Actually, I kind of like that undercut where it kind of has that. If I let the hair down, it's still good, and I can put it all up in a bun. But if I rock it like that, it's a mullet.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, I
Do
might
it.
do that too.
Do it.
Flexibility with it. That's what you're talking about.
But I definitely want to get like I want to get like a small fade in the back and around the sides. But
Yes.
I want to grow my beard out and do an undercut for the beard.
an undercut.
Nice.
Yep, that way when I wrap it up in the front, it's undercut.
Yeah.
You ever see Gene Snitsky's beard? It's like down the hair.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is super long, bro.
Mad long.
He lives by me. He has a surplus store like 25, 30
Yeah.
minutes from here.
Deer,
Oh, yeah?
Deer
Oh,
Lake.
that's
Deer
dope.
Lake.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I have
Wow.
I have a friend that works at
Origsburg.
the St. Clair Walmart, and he says he's in there all the time.
Yeah, he just walks around.
Ooh.
The one year I interviewed him at the Yingling event, and I go, what do you think of guys like Braun Strowman? He goes, who's she?
That's awesome. I love that. Who is she?
He always says he'll do the podcast, but I just never reach out and ask him. I might have him on Not Cool in High School Horror. We're going to review his horror movie he's in.
Do it. Do it. Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. Hell yeah.
Tell him if he's a fan of Velocity, you know something's coming up soon.
My hair is growing like the devil. I look like the mayor of Whoville. I love that.
Jeez.
Steven Chambers looks like Kyle Gass from Tenacious D.
That's
boy.
actually pretty accurate.
First time he ever turned his camera, I go, Cage!
Yes.
Dude, I totally fucking love you.
Barely caught him.
Sammy.
Barely caught him.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Oh,
Barely caught him.
Did he catch him?
Not really. Not really.
Nope.
Right. Like a fucking football.
Nope.
Not even.
Nope. Sammy's lower back hit all
Sammy
four.
hit that
Right.
hard. Real hard.
Oh my god! My tail end. Shit.
Sue is here.
Hi, Sam.
Magic for Sue. You ever watch that on Netflix? The Magic for Humans.
Yes.
It's really really funny.
Yeah,
He's probably one of my favorite stand-up guys,
Oh,
like comedian.
he's great.
Magicians. He's
I
really
love
good.
him. He's great.
I like him a lot. I like that Cabernero a lot,
Yes.
and obviously Penn and Teller are the goats.
I mean, classics, legends.
Ah,
Did you
like
ever watch the
magicians?
show where they try and dump Penn and Teller with their magic?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a cool show.
Yeah.
You know
that
what's a
was
great
pretty
show?
dope.
Bullshit by Penn and Teller. Do you ever watch
Oh, yeah?
Bullshit?
That show's
Bullshit.
amazing. Oh, that show's so good.
Where
What's
they
that
just tell
show
you
about?
like
I used to
Just-
watch that all the time.
one episode's about psychic mediums, another episode's about like Ouija boards, and
Right.
like, they pretty much just debunk all of it. They're like, this is
and
all bullshit.
it's so great because they're so
Right.
they're so dead serious about it too. Like,
Right.
the way that they like debunk this stuff.
Like
Yeah.
the one
Great.
episode they said that video games make kids more violent, and they're like,
Right.
no, it
No.
doesn't. There's no
No.
certificate.
No,
how
it
did
doesn't.
they woke up choosing violence?
Pretty much.
They said it actually increased their hand-eye coordination.
So you know what's? Oh, one second. On Marty's toy show, GTS used to. Oh, okay.
Word.
GTS. I interviewed a lot of those guys. So when I was a kid, I had a real bad lazy eye. Like I was giving Shawn Michaels a run for his money. And as I got older, the doctor's like, yo, you don't need glasses anymore. Like by the time I hit like 13 or 14, and he's like, what have you been doing? I was like, I just play sports and video games. And he's like, interesting. And he went and did research, and he found out like if you have a kid or a lazy eye, like when they're young, when they're everything's still developing, if you put them on video games, it'll actually strengthen their eyes. Like the
yeah?
whole time, we're like, it's gonna
Wow.
ruin your eyes. It'll ruin your eyes. It's actually not. It's actually really good for your eyes.
when we used to see people with a lazy eye, we'd always say they had Perry Saturn eyes.
Right.
Because I mean, Perry's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Perry-
he's having two conversations at one
Perry's like,
time.
yeah.
Oh, it's bad. Yeah. Which is
Perry
good.
looked like he had googly eyes on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
One eye on Terry, one eye on Moppy.
Right. Moppy.
I miss
Oh
Moppy.
God, that character, that whole gimmick, man.
What was the,
Yes.
what was the purpose of that? Because you just had a mental breakdown, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the thing was that he had a mental breakdown, and Moppy was.
Yeah.
Moppy was his best friend.
Moppy was, how can we sell merchandise for a guy that's not getting over too well? And it worked for Al Snow, so let's try it for Perry Saturn.
Moppy was, hey, you know what movie Castaway? Let's make Moppy.
Yep.
That's Perry Saturn's Wilson.
Pretty much.
She would be really fun to date for a couple months. Aubrey, whatever her name is, the girl who was just in that last
Oh,
commercial.
Aubrey Plaza. Yeah.
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza.
Right.
Either you would have the best time of your life, or you would
Or
kill
the
each other in
worst.
a week,
Or
Yeah.
the worst.
Like, I'm just trying to think, how would me and Aubrey Plaza, with our personalities, clash for a month or two?
I don't know.
Like, who would annoy the other one first, or make the other one laugh? Yeah.
Yeah. I think you would try to get her excited about stuff, and she would be like, "To whatever."
Right. She was like, whatever. Okay.
Like
Just
everything.
again, what the?
Everything you'd be excited about, she'd just be like, "Whatever."
Whatever, bro.
Can you please just stop telling me about
Stop.
wrestling? like seriously, just stop.
Ooh, look at Sammy. You want more? Okay.
Ooh, damn. Almost didn't even hit him. That's cool.
When I say this, I don't say this that I want them out of WWE or I think that they'd be better without WWE. But like, I just think there's certain people that hit a certain level, and then leaving is good for them, and then they can always come back and retire or do like the last run there.
Right.
But while they're still fresh, man, I would really like to see Sammy, Kevin, Drew, and Shinsuke all take different paths and go do stuff, because like wrestling inside the AEW in the WWE system doesn't always benefit you as a pro wrestler. You can't showcase what you're good at.
Right.
And it would be fun to see Sammy be able to go do some crazy shit while he still has the body to do it.
Right.
That's why you see Nick Namath in like TNA doing doing that stuff with Steve Macklin.
Nick Nemeth realized, he goes, bro, if I don't leave WWE and I'm stuck in catering every single week, I still have the body to be a world champion.
Yeah.
And I still have the talent and the ability to be a world champion. I gotta go.
A great Val Venus. That would be my Val Venus.
Yeah, that'd be
Actually,
pretty good too.
yeah,
That'd be pretty good too.
you're right,
Yeah,
yep.
Dolph Ziggler. Yeah.
Actually, if I could rebook, if I could
Yeah.
rebook, AJ's not Sean. Dolph Ziggler is.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
I like
Wait, forget it. Dolph is Billy Gunn.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And R-Truth is Road Dogg. Dude, when they were doing the him and Drew McIntyre, or it looked like Sean and Ray Diesel again, I was like, this is so good.
Yeah, that was fun. And then they didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
But Ziggler's the first one to tell you too. He just got comfortable with the paycheck. He's like, fuck it, I'll just get the check and stay here and back.
That money gonna be back. Right. WWE money.
And then they fired. They let him go. Right? He was fired.
Yeah.
No, they let him go. He was released.
Released.
Which I was upset over, because that was one of my favorite wrestlers.
I was glad he was released, because I wanted to see him, you know, and other things like Impact, to see what he can do, having the opportunity. Just like Anthony just said about, you know, I want to see him as their top champion. That'd be cool.
Champion again.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could easily be their. That's Impact's kind of deal. They bring in an old WWE guy, make him the world champion. But at least in the case of Nemeth, you're like, that is a believable world champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He always has been. They just never saw it.
I
Always
think
has
the
been.
injuries was just too much at the time for Dolph. Because he at one time he had the hot hand, but it was just injuries, concussions, slowed his momentum or cut into his momentum. Actually.
Yeah. Well, he could always call Dale Earnhardt Jr. and ask him what he did for his concussions.
I could probably tell you what Dale Earnhardt Jr. did for his concussions, but it's very, very controversial, and a lot of guys don't claim. No, I'm not being funny.
Oh, no.
A lot of guys won't claim the fact that they use this, but a lot of really rich people that are having really bad traumatic injuries with brains and horrible concussions, they go overseas and they do stem cell research, and they get stem cells injected into the back of their neck.
Right.
Steve-O's been doing it. Steve-O was told by a doctor, like, bro, you have early onset Parkinson's and Alzheimer's coming because of how much damage you put your brain through, because he used to let himself get passed out and choked out and crazy concussions. And him and another as a skateboarder, they went overseas because stem cell researching is kind of like in a really weird, like it's not it's frowned upon in America, and we're not allowed to use it.
Ooh.
And he went overseas and started doing it, and they said like He's made it almost his brain's probably better than it ever was.
Right. Wow.
So
Crazy.
you know who else? You know who else did that? Noelle Foley did that.
Yeah.
She opened up her OnlyFans to raise the money to go over and do that stem cell research because she got a really bad concussion on a roller coaster at Dollywood, and it was to the point where she got a there's a disease that you can get when you get concussions that causes you to be extremely sensitive to certain types of sounds.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And she got that to the point where like it's a daily problem for her, so she went over and did that stem cell research.
Yeah.
And
Jeez.
had like a procedure. She went over and had a procedure.
Essentially, what the
try and
stem
help,
cells
but-
do is you inject the stem cells into a problematic area of your body. So, say if you have a bad shoulder or a bad knee or your meniscus or something like that, the stem cells are essentially blank code DNA.
Right.
And when your body is missing something or it doesn't have a certain thing to make this better, the stem cells go to that problematic area and essentially rewrite themselves to be the missing thing you have. And it's
Right.
almost like regeneration.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's
But the thing is stem cells are coming at the cost of
oh shit. Oh, they jumped on
it's when children are aborted, they're essentially taking those stem cells, and that's essentially that's how you're getting them.
Wow.
I see.
Yes. So
right.
in most situations, a woman gets an abortion, and then that baby just either is discarded. They're finding it where you can still use some of the DNA or some of the pieces from it, and then that's like a controversial thing in our country, so we don't use it.
Right.
But they're talking about how stem cells are possibly curing like Alzheimer's and curing Parkinson's and curing ALS and a lot of big things that are like a lot of cancer. They were testing it with cancer and everything.
Right.
Actually, I know somebody with cancer right now who had to go all the way to she goes to the cancer centers and stuff out in Maryland.
Yeah.
And she had her stem cells taken out and then put back in her body.
I knew a kid. I worked with a guy. His daughter had leukemia, and she had a complete blood transfusion, bone marrow transfusion, and something else.
Wow.
And they said like, yo, this could rewrite your DNA. Like, it could actually change things in you, but it's something we have to try.
Right.
It didn't change her personality or anything crazy like that, but her hair color and eye color changed.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Ow.
But she didn't have leukemia anymore.
That's crazy.
Wow.
There's a I don't know exactly how they're doing it. It's a drug, it's a pill, or whatever it is, but there's something right now in clinical trials that's supposedly very close to making it through. And as of right now, it's 98% effective to kill all forms of cancer.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Send the crowd home happy. Cody comes out and saves Sammy.
And then I know.
Of course, Homelander to the rescue.
Homelander to the rescue. Good reference.
I think overall, I know we talked a lot, and I don't want you to think that probably all of us weren't paying attention because we were chatting, but I mean, we were. That's kind of the purpose of the hangout. We want to be different than watch-alongs. I don't want to be giving everybody play-by-play and everything. Essentially, this is you sit in a room with your buddies and you're watching wrestling and you're just having a conversation while it's on. You're still paying attention, but you're just hanging out with friends.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to recreate here when I do my hangouts. I don't want I want to be a little different than the rest that are doing the watch-alongs, but overall, I'll set the tone a little bit to kind of see how you guys can bounce off if you agree or disagree. But I didn't think Raw was bad. I thought the matchups were fine.
No.
I think it told some stories. It advanced to go to the pay-per-view. Some of it was predictable. Some of it is what it was. But I also I score on a 1 to 10, and my base average is 5. When I say it's a 5, it doesn't mean it's a bad show. That's a good show. 5 is good. 6 is it was above good. 7 was it's a really good show. 8 is I would rewatch that episode of Raw again. 9 and 10 is absolutely perfect.
Right.
And I don't give out 8, 9s, and 10s lightly.
No.
So most of my scores go from 7 to 5.
Right.
I'd give this one a 6.5.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a terrible show. I don't think it was mediocre. I think it was good, but it wasn't definitely something I would seek out. Or there's not a match tonight that I would say you have to go out of your way to go watch again.
Right.
No.
And if I had to pick a match, it's only because it's a matchup I don't think any of us have seen. And if we've seen it, it hasn't been showcased so much that it's been something that's been beaten into our skull over and over and over. Ivar LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. That wasn't a bad match at all.
Where do you guys line it? We'll start with you, Parm. We'll go clockwise. Start with Parm up top.
I can agree to the 6.5. I could even go a little lower with a 6.
Okay. What was your match that stood out for you? Our segment.
See, that's the thing. Like, I was in the Hangout. I really wasn't watching too much of it. But the Ivar Night match for me was really good. That one I enjoyed. I also enjoyed Bobby and Reed. That was a fun match too.
There wasn't really a promo for me that stood out either. Like the Becky promo was fine, but it didn't. The Cody in the beginning didn't. It was good, but it wasn't like an impactful Cody speech. Like it wasn't like Cody Punk where I'd say, "Yo, go back and watch that episode of Raw."
Yeah,
Cody and Punk dropped the best promo I've seen in 2. Like the promo of the week is right there. You know what I mean? But they were fine, but they weren't grad breaking. Raw did fall into that trap again, where it's a lot of recap. We got a lot of recap at the kickoff. Ralph, what do you got?
I'm going to give this one a 7. I didn't see anything I really didn't enjoy during the show. I thought, again, the R-Truth stuff was entertaining throughout, the stuff he was doing throughout the show. For me, I really enjoyed Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. I thought that was a really good match for, two big guys out there really kind of throwing down. But I didn't see anything that was bad. So I'm going to give it a 7.
All right, Courtney.
I'm gonna go with my buddy Ralph out there and give Raw a solid 7.
Okay.
I really like the what they're doing with R-Truth. I really think he's our underrated talent. He is so underrated, it's pitiful. But I love R-Truth. Whatever R-Truth does, it is gold. They need to do more with him. And then I'll say the Bronson Reed and
Bobby
match was really good too.
Yeah. I agree with this one, Steven Chambers.
Chelsea Green's been great.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green's. I love Chelsea Green. I've been saying this, and I'm going to keep saying it until I speak it into the universe. As soon as Carmella comes back, I need a Carmella Chelsea Green storyline.
Yes.
Whether they're friends, whether they're enemies, put them on screen together. I need it.
I'm just happy that Samantha Irvin has been saying her name again, like the right way.
Green.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. I love that.
The Tribal Chief here making his podcast, his Hangout debut. What did you think of Raw tonight?
I give it a 10. No, I'm just bullshit.
10. Give it a 10.
I got you.
I'm slightly higher than everybody. I'm going 7.5.
Okay.
All right.
I enjoyed the matches, especially we had Bobby, you had Bronson Reed, LA Knight, Ivar. Enjoyed the backstage segments with Chelsea Green. That was a highlight. Really enjoying the story progression with R-Truth in the Judgment Day, especially the relationship between Damian Priest and R-Truth.
Right.
Really enjoy how that played out for the match for R-Truth and JD McDonough. That was cool, and I'm just curious to see where this is going to go. Is he going to cost Damian Priest to cash in, or will he help Damian Priest to cash in?
Yeah.
I'm just curious about that, and so when I get curious about it, it means it's a good story for me because it's unpredictable because I don't know where the story is going.
I always book things, and I think I overbook them more than I put more thought into them than WWE does sometimes. But like R-Truth is playing 4D chess here. He's associating himself with all the right people,
right?
And if the pieces fall into place, if he gets Damian pissed at him enough, Damian has to take care of him.
Yep.
And what better way to take care of him is you're rivaling with the guy that can cash in at any point in time.
Right.
Like R-Truth is essentially lining himself up for a possible future title shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's smarter than everybody else in the game.
He's a genius, and no one knows it. He's a genius.
Idiot savant.
They recently just aired like a watch along or not watch along. It was like R-Truth goes over his best moments, and he's talking about the Rumble and how he grabs the ladder. And he said, deadface, he goes, dude, I just went over there, saw a ladder, and I thought, listen, what matches have a ladder? Money in the Bank. So I threw it in the ring, and I went with the briefcase.
My favorite ladder spot though is Orange Cassidy, where he held it and then it fell, and he's like, and he just kept trying to hold it.
Right.
But the best way to describe sometimes pro wrestling in general is sometimes.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
But tonight was good. Tonight was a good night. It wasn't, I swear I'll have more clips. I won't keep hitting you with that one, but it's my absolute favorite.
I'm ready for this.
Thank you, everyone, for coming, hanging out tonight. You're going to see more collaborations between all of us here. The Opinion City Podcast boys up top. Go support them. The Ben Frank Connection, which is our little Father, Son, Holy Spirit triangle here in the middle. And then obviously go check out the Bloodline Entertainment Network between Tribal Chief and Courtney and all the amazing people they have on their side. Absolutely. I think we're filming up. We're forming this connection. We have our own version of the Bloodline. I'm not exactly sure what we're all called together.
Right.
We'll figure it out. But it's been a blast. I love the fact that we're collaborating and having some good times here and helping each other get each other. We're trading audiences. We're having people cross-platform and getting there. I mean, all these top stand-up comedians are doing podcasters, and everyone's working together, and everyone's putting each other over. The smaller guys need to find a way to do that too. But a lot of people are always out for themselves. And the reason I put myself in this group is because they're not like that. And I can't wait to keep growing and do this together. We hit 900 at the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
But then someone unsubscribed, so I'm back to $8.99.
No!
I got someone trolling. Someone's trolling me. They're subscribing, unsubscribing.
Someone's got you. Someone's got you.
I need to double up on them. So they can't do it to me anymore.
Someone's got you, man.
Not for nothing, but we hit 150.
Hey, there we go. That's one's up for that.
We're getting there.
Everyone stay here after the credits go. I do want to tell Ralph something, but it can help all of us too. So I'll just hang out. But that'll do it tonight for the Hangout. We'll be back tomorrow with NXT. Matter of fact, I'll do this real quick. All right, so we're ready to go. So we'll be back tomorrow for NXT. We'll see you guys then. I will be doing it normal time. Unfortunately, your boy quit his job today, so I have to find some new employment. I said before when the stream started, I don't know how much longer these live streams and watch longs are going to go, because at this point, if I get a job and it's a night shift job or an evening shift job, I got to take whatever I get at this point,
right?
Because I got to make money, and if I have to go back to just doing interviews here and there, then that's what we're going to do. But had to walk out. Boy, it was killing the back, it was killing the shoulders and killing the body, and I just couldn't physically do those jobs anymore. But so any support, go subscribe to channels, subscribe, merchandise. All of us have merchandise. Go buy something, support one of us. But we'll gotta see you we'll see you tomorrow night for NXT. I'll be here at 7:45, and we'll try to get through some NXT. All right, bye.
Thanks for watching this presentation. Like, share, and subscribe for more.